Welcome back to 4K Kings. I am Matt.
I am Russ.
Welcome back to another Wednesday night here with us.
Oh yeah, this is the place to be on Wednesday nights, man.
Everyone knows that.
Everybody knows that 4K Kings are on Wednesdays. That didn't work. I am sorry, Matt.
Another solid intro on this fine Wednesday. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us to 4K Kings, home of physical media, home of movies.
Home of Leonard Cohen impressions. I can do it better, man. I wasn't ready. I can get gravelly like that.
Can you get gravelly?
Everybody, nah. Everybody know. I gotta work on it, dude.
Welcome.
I'm waiting for the miracle to come in terms of my Leonard Cohen impression. Get it?
No. Lindsay, how are you doing out there tonight?
Hi, guys. Doing well. Good to be here.
Russ, we got a packed slate. There's no time for your ballyhoo.
That's for sure, dude. There is a lot of news. A lot of news I'm unaware of. I got to get caught up, man.
You got to get caught up. It is going to be a packed evening. We're so happy to be here with you. Lindsay, what's buzzing in the chat tonight so far?
Lots of love for Val pouring in. It's a sad day.
It really is a sad day that we found that out just hours ago.
Yeah, so did I. What happened?
Val Kilmer's no longer with us.
No, I know. And it's, that's a tragedy, man.
It is. It's really sad.
But you know, and I hate to say this, but it is one of those things where it is tremendously sad, but it was, I don't want to say expected, but
he wasn't doing well for a while.
Yeah, you know, and hopefully if he was struggling more than he let on, I hope he's at peace now.
Yeah, and this morning, like when I was just like looking through some stuff, there was like just a story that someone was telling about Val Kilmer and, you know, something. I think it was like Jennifer Tilly about The Doors, some story that she was telling.
She's barely in that movie, dude. I think she's even cut from it.
Well, I was reading like some interview or some story she shared, maybe she tweeted, and I was like, oh, that was really nice. And then I went to another thing and it was someone else sharing a story about him, and I was like, hey, what's going on here?
Well, I'll say this. I don't think anybody should mention anything about The Doors during his memoriam because he was in character.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He was in character for that movie. And if you've seen the movie, I know you haven't, Matt, but I'm a huge fan of the band and I know that movie very well. The movie is just one big celebration of Jim Morrison's darkest moments, essentially.
Yeah.
And I read at the time, dude, it was crazy. A year after filming Wrapped on The Doors, he had to seek therapy. And he said, I couldn't shake Jim Morrison out of my head. Leading up to playing Jim Morrison, he lived as him for a year. Like on the Sunset Strip, he would go get lost in the desert like Jim Morrison would for days and stuff like that. Like he really became him.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, actually, as dangerous as that is, that speaks volumes about method acting.
Yeah.
But no, it speaks volumes.
And about Val Kilmer.
But it speaks volumes about how committed this man was and whether he was problematic to some, great to others. At the end of the day, if we're judging his art, this man was an impeccable actor, like hands down. You can't, there's no denying it.
No.
None.
He's got a ton of hits, and one of his best, which he also was widely known for method acting, was in Real Genius.
Yes.
The 1980s classic, which we have shared on this channel so many times, the movie of my youth, one of my favorite movies of all time, and it will always be, and Val brings this movie to life.
That's right. He actually traveled time to go back and join Mensa, become a child prodigy, live for 10 years, then traveled back to the production to perform in Real Genius. I mean, that is dedication, man.
That is dedication, and that kind of authenticity comes across in the performance, I think.
It does. But I'll tell you this, as someone who is a huge, I can't understate it. Anyone who grew up with me knows The Doors were my favorite band as a child. So somebody who was that close, who would have, I would be the first person to throw a bad performance under the bus, right?
Mm-hmm.
He nailed Jim Morrison. You can say maybe the movie focused too much on all the dark stuff and didn't give you a little more humanity, but he didn't make the movie. As far as the performance goes, dude, that is Jim Morrison, man. Like that's probably like a top 5 acting, a top 5 performance of somebody who was real,
mm-hmm.
you know, for me.
Yeah.
I mean, he's incredible. And we mentioned Tombstone. Heat. Dude, you got a stat cast in Heat, and he is the biggest badass in the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
Dude, we all know the best scene is Pacino and De Niro sitting down. I mean, that's what everyone wanted to see. But the shootout,
dude, the shootout scene is
shootout scenes, which are intense, and Michael Mann knocked them out the park. Val Kilmer in those scenes. Holy shit. He trained. I remember reading about this too. He trained so much. If you watch him in that scene, like the way he's bucking down and then like lifting the gun and turning back around and all that, like he went through some kind of training, and he took that movie specifically because of, you know, De Niro and Pacino. He was like, yo, take my name off top billing. I'll do it for whatever. You know what I mean?
It's like
just
some early John Wick
to work
shit
with them. It was, dude. But I mean, he was intense. And let's say this about his intensity as well. For some reason, he could play aloof and goofy very well. Willow, Top Secret. Like he could do it all. He could be the perfect dick, or he could be goofy. I mean, he was great. He was versatile, and
he was Batman.
Sucks. Who cares? But I mean, everything else he did, Joel Schumacher doesn't even want to talk about. Well, I guess they're reunited now, but I mean, they don't. Shit, that was dark.
That was dark, Russ.
No, even Joel Schumacher was not a fan of Val Kilmer, is what I was trying to get at. He did not get along with him at all. And at that period, Kilmer really did kind of cement his reputation in Hollywood as being hard to work with. And that's why you did not see him in much late 90s. And even his sort of comeback would have been my man Shane Black's Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which if you think about it, he was doing Robert Downey Jr. a favor at that time as well, because nobody would work with Robert Downey Jr. And that's what that movie kind of, it was nice. It was a great movie, and it put them back in the limelight in a way. And then he tragically, you know, got sick.
Yeah. Lindsay, what's everyone else sharing out there?
Lots of favorites, lots of different performances that people love. A lot of people saying they loved him in Heat. A couple of shout outs just now for him and MacGruber.
Yeah, oh my God. Actually, yes. Hold on. Can I interview? Yes, dude. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he is funny in that.
Look, say if you hate that movie, anybody who hates that movie, you cannot hate one scene in that movie. The scene where they give the backstory about how MacGruber and Kilmer met and became enemies.
Yeah.
That is one of the funniest scenes I've seen in any comedy, easily this century. Do you remember it?
I don't think, I'm not
Because
sure.
what happens is it's like any typical backstory where they're like trying to tell you, oh, this is where he went bad. You know, this is where it started. But because it's this movie, in all the scenes, it's like, nah, MacGruber stole your girl. Like, MacGruber's the dick. No wonder he hates you. Like, in all these.
It's his fault.
But the backstory, the way MacGruber's telling it is like, this is how it happened when you're watching it. Like, no, you were a dick to him. Like, he comes in, like, Kilmer's playing guitar or something, and he comes in and steals his girl. And all this shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, MacGruber, that's an underrated gem, man.
Yeah, yeah. So we wanted to kick it off at least talking about Val and giving him his some modicum of respect here on our show this evening.
It is sad.
It is sad. He meant a lot to, I know, a lot of people out there, and definitely was in a lot of movies that I loved. And it's a shame, you know, like the turn that his health did take there towards the end. But
let's say this: he never quit.
No,
he kept putting out those documentaries. He was doing those Mark Twain plays. I thought I heard about him doing that last year.
I think he was still doing. I think he was still active.
That's what I'm saying. So that's a beautiful thing when you think about it.
Yeah,
like, he didn't have to suffer and not do what he was put on earth to do and what he truly loved. He got to do it right up to the end, which that's a blessing in itself.
It is. It is. Val, we love you. Thank you for everything. We'll see you one day. Let's
we got to work on these in memoriams.
Whoa. Everyone out there is drying their eyes right now. We'll see you one day. That's all I had.
I say that at funerals often.
Let's change the mood a little bit here, Russ. Let's get into the fun stuff.
Let's see if we can get the fun stuff right.
Let's see the fun stuff. Is there any fun stuff? What is coming up tonight anyway? A ton of stuff. Arrow, Scream, Tombstone, ironically.
Let's just ease into the fun stuff. We don't need to say what's ironic or not about Tombstone and it being announced.
Russ, if you remember last week or 2 weeks ago, we sort of like muddled our way through a pseudo giveaway.
We did.
We kind of soft launched something that sounded fun at the time. We weren't sure if it was even working. And by the end, we don't know if it did or didn't work. But we've decided now that it did work. And we've got a prize for the winner of last week's Word of the Night contest.
That's right. Who is the number one simp?
I was going to say first, Russ, do you remember what the word of the night was?
There were a lot of them. There was simp, tizzy, Brandon Lee. I don't know. I'm pulling at anything now. What were the other words?
So, cutie patootie.
Cutie. It was
Short.
short.
You were trying to get shorts going.
Shorts. Yeah.
You were trying to get shorts going.
I was thinking too short.
The word of the day winner is Austin Texan because they combine two of the words. And they mentioned Karen Allen, which I was also simping for that night.
I think you simp for Karen Allen more than me.
You guys forgot to simp on Cutie Patootie, Karen Allen, and Cruising.
Yeah.
I simped so hard for Karen Allen, we watched Raiders of the Lost Ark like a day later.
Well, it's funny. I've seen Cruising. I saw it once. I need to rewatch it because someone on our comments once, they told me how completely wrong I was on it. And then when I read this comment and they said Cutie Patootie, Karen Allen, and Cruising, I realized, dude, I don't even remember her in Cruising.
Well, Russ,
I think I need to rewatch Cruising and reassess my initial statements on it.
Well, they stated that we forgot to simp on Cutie Patootie, Karen Allen, and Cruising. So let's right that wrong and let's simp on Cutie Patootie, Karen Allen, and Cruising.
Hold on.
Look at Al Pacino. Simp on him for a second. What the frick? What's going on with that hair?
Going with his shirt.
I know. It's like one button in the wrong place.
Guys, watch where you're going. Watch where you're going with this, though. Do you know the plot of the movie?
Yeah, but why is his button
undercover gay? Yeah.
But his shirt's buttoned incorrectly.
I don't know. Is that proper gay attire for 1980?
I don't know, but
well, if you're laughing at it like it was out of place for 1980. Yes. See, that's the other thing too. It was an S&M like subculture.
Yeah.
Not like it was just trying to demonize all gay people.
Of course.
No. I mean, Karen Allen was trying to.
Look at Karen Allen here in Cruising. See, we're righting the wrong.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I'm strange. Her in that damn red polka dot dress in the Sandlot.
That's it.
That's the move.
That's the move.
Russ, you have a thing for moms. Older hot moms.
I do.
Austin, Texan, we will reach out to you or reach out to us at our email here, and we'll be in contact with a lovely gift for you. Thank you so much for playing Word of the Night.
Right. As soon as we figure out how much it costs to ship Karen Allen to you, that's trafficking, Matt.
That's trafficking. We can't do that. We can't do that now. So yes. So thank you so much. And tonight,
it's bad enough what Indiana Jones did to her at 14.
Will there be a Word of the Night tonight, Russ? Will there be another giveaway? Will there be one?
I think because I just made that reference to Indiana Jones dating Marion when she was 14, I think the word should be creep.
We'll see if that one sticks.
Creep.
We'll see if it sticks. Maybe something else will come up. We'll find out by the end of the night. Maybe we'll have one. Maybe we won't.
No Time for Love, Dr. Jones.
No Time for Love, Dr. Jones.
Short Round should have came when he was trying to date a 14-year-old Marion Ravenwood. Short Round should have came up to Indiana and said, "Hey, this is no time for love, Dr. Jones.
No time for love.
No time for love." She's basically my age.
Speaking of,
get that blonde lady who's always screaming on the elephant.
Speaking of the mailbag, I wanted to give a quick shout out also to Jordan, a viewer out there who is always chiming in, saying hello, sent us some lovely mail.
Don't be modest, viewer. He's our friend.
He's our close friend. We know him personally.
He's a friend and a confidant.
He sent us an email and it was just he wanted to share his collection, but he also shared which was really cool to me, in addition to his collection, but I guess at his local video store, which by the way, we really do not have here anymore, that they added a physical media section. And dude, look, let me bring this in so we can like zoom in on it.
Wow.
You should see, and this is only one picture. Oh, let me get this in here.
Jordan, I haven't seen that in person in like 20 years.
Canada's record store. Like, look at some of these offerings.
Dude, they got Arrow stuff. It's all Arrow, isn't it?
This is one.
No, I got MVD, Arrow.
Yeah, and it's not even like BS like regular studio stuff. They got like real boutique label stuff in here. Like, look at this. Mm-hmm. They got Blood for Dracula over there in the corner from Severin.
Yeah.
They got Born on the 4th of July front and center.
Damn right. To be fair though, what was that one? The Blood. Which one was that? The Severin one? you
Yeah,
were pointing at?
Blood for Dracula.
Oh, Blood for Dracula.
Blood for Dracula.
Well, they do sell that at our local Targets.
They do not. They're not selling any of this
they don't
anywhere.
sell physical media anymore. But
I know.
But they have a display for Blood for Dracula.
That's all they're selling.
Yeah.
I would love to walk in anywhere and see something like
They
this.
have all the colors of the dark. That's Severin as well, Matt. That's a Giallo.
There you go. Jordan, thank you for sharing this. Let us know. I don't know. I know he's from Canada, so it's somewhere in Canada they're getting all the good stuff.
Oh, man. We need to apologize. Jordan, we love you. We're not going to get political on this channel, but we love Canada.
We certainly do. And I also love his collection that he shared because he's got Bloodsport and Kickboxer on display.
That's tough.
That's tough. Not to mention, down here I noticed is Highway to Heaven.
Hold on, let's run through
the complete series, which my mom loved. If she's watching, Mom, that's a great show, and you know it. And what's his name? Michael Landon.
Michael Landon. John
What a guy.
Landis from Highway to Hell, made by AC/DC.
What a guy.
No, let me tell you this. You just gave me an idea for a new segment, Jordan. We should have people send in high-resolution images of their collections, and we can go through and roast them. We'll find, like, the one movie. We all have them. If you looked on my DVD shelf and saw Ice Princess, everyone would be like, Russ? Well, we all have, like, those weird...
Roast me.
I kind of want to do that with you, Jordan, right now, trying to find...
I'll tell you what it is right now.
You already did it, so we all think this way. All collectors
He's got his exercise P90X DVDs mixed in. Right here. Who's mixing in the P90X?
The guy who's going to kick your ass for making that statement. He's
right below the Bloodsport.
Dude, yeah, he's working out. He's got Van Damme on display. Matt, you should shut your mouth. He's going to fucking kill you.
He's like, look, these are CDs. Let's just put them in with everything else. Jordan, I love you.
He's going to round kick your ass back to America.
No, there's a lot of good stuff in here, too. Excellent. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. We all are loving your collection, and definitely that.
No, that's a sick collection. I can tell just by glancing at it here.
Definitely. So anybody else out there, if you are interested in sending us something, this is our email.
Send us photos like that if you like. You don't got to spoil us.
No.
It doesn't have to be a spoiling endeavor.
Do you want to get roasted? Let us know.
No, I don't, man. I'm going through some tough times, but I would like to see people's collections.
You'd like to roast others.
Yeah, that's what I do. I dish it, but I can't take it.
Russ, before we jump into the news, I just also wanted to give a quick shout out to our world famous shorts that are killing it out there.
Dude, our Spielberg one, I just saw the other day. It hit 1.1 million.
1.1 million. It's really happening.
Because it was a joke one. We couldn't even figure out our top 3 ourselves.
That was probably my favorite one that we did because just like pissed our way through it and it ended up being funny somehow.
Oh, we pissed our way through it. I'm sure a lot of people watching it were pissed off because they probably wanted to see a genuine Spielberg top 3, but we dropped the ball and we thought, you know what? Comedy.
If you want to take a look at those shorts, go to our YouTube page. There's a shorts tab, which I honestly appreciate because I wasn't sure if it was going to be all like mixed in, but there's a nice shorts tab where they're all there. If you didn't know we were doing that, check those out. There's the untold story of the dad from Gremlins.
Oh, yeah.
There's Russ's thoughts on how Justin Baldoni should get his revenge. And we revealed the true story of Tupac's murder.
Wow.
That's a lot.
I mean, we don't even have to make any more shorts. I think it speaks for itself.
I think
our resume speaks for itself, man. You know what? No more shorts.
No more shorts. The shorts are over.
We solved Pac's murder. We solved the dad from Gremlins murder.
It's a murder. It's a undercover investigation. CSI.
Spoiler alert! It was Stripe.
Well, should we get into the news? Are people ready for the news finally?
Ready for something.
It's like 8 o'clock. Wait, what time is it? All right, let's jump in. Let's jump into the news. Amazingly, right after we, finished streaming last week, almost the day after, Tombstone in 4K was finally announced. And like I just said earlier, sadly, today, Val Kilmer passes away. So it's kind of a bittersweet, honestly, to me, a bittersweet announcement and that we're even covering it today of all days. But nonetheless, here we are.
Still a great day for Michael Biehn.
Still a great day. He's still with us. He's still getting $1 off of this. Coming out April 28th, 4K Ultra HD from Disney. It's been requested for years, good old Tombstone. I think the last time it was released on Blu-ray, 2010 or something, a long time ago. But since the 4K format has come out, this has just been one of those movies that people are just ready for. You're getting the Steelbook and you're getting a regular. There hasn't been a US regular shown yet. This is only a Steelbook like pre-order at this moment, but I think you can pre-order this regular wherever it might be, but not in the US yet. So that's what it looks like though. Most likely that's what we'll get to.
Yeah, my only gripe so far, I dig the Steelbook.
I do too.
I went to pre-order and I felt like I was ordering Willow or The Sixth Sense. I forget the price, but it was in the 40s. And I just remember thinking, George P. Cosmatos, you didn't make this movie and your name's on the cover. I don't know if I can drop 40. Tombstone's a great film, but like, damn, they're gouging us now, man.
I do want to talk about the price.
They're gouging us.
But if you saw 40, you're lucky.
And oh shit, really? Yeah, I believe it was 42 when I said it. But anyway, like they're gouging this price. They're doing it intentionally because they know the demand. They know the title. And honestly, it kind of hurts me because to me, I love this movie. Actually, I really like this movie. I don't love it as most people do, but I really like it. It is definitely something at a reasonable price I would have purchased. Now, I don't know. And it sucks because I feel like I can't support physical media because of the price gouging. No,
and it is like you said. I've seen this movie maybe once, maybe twice, at least once, but I don't know if it's because of the length. This is a fairly long film from what I recall.
Yeah, and there's different cuts that I'm sure will probably be involved in here. I saw it in the theater.
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of heavy hitters in here again. Val Kilmer, Kurt Russell, Michael Biehn, Bill Paxton, Sam Elliott. Like, all of those dudes are right there on the cover.
And Val Kilmer steals this. It's not even a debate. Val Kilmer steals this movie.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't even leave any crumbs for anyone else. And you've got heavy hitters in this movie.
And I like both of the artwork here, but honestly, I feel like regular no matter what, because Val is more front and center, whereas Kurt is bigger on the Steelbook. I want Val in the front.
I'm with you. That's a very valid point.
Valid point.
I like the montage look better on the Steelbook. I feel like that looks more like a classically drawn Western.
But you're missing Paxton on the Steel. You're getting Paxton on the regular.
Well, Paxton's on the horses, ain't back there.
Nah, he's in the distance. He's right there in the front of the posse down there.
All right. Honestly, come on, man. Let's just call it a day. We both wanted Jason Priestley on the cover, front and center.
Why isn't Jason Priestley there?
No one else, just him in the glasses.
I don't believe the director's cut is...
Who's the director?
Coming with this? is it Kurt Russell's cut?
All right, for people who don't know anything about this movie, Cosmatos got fired like halfway through, I believe. I might be messing up the specific
Kilmer fired
details. It was always... Kilmer fired him, maybe. Man, you threw me off. It was always rumored that Kurt Russell stepped in and directed the rest of this. But then Kurt Russell has kind of said, man, he's kind of been wishy-washy on it, so we all don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
who knows?
I think at the end of the day, it became like a scrapbook thing, but because of DGA rules, they had to give it to Cosmatos, whoever that is.
Yeah. No. I think. Yeah. I wanted to see. I did want to talk about the price, and it is definitely something that happened with, or that Disney is doing. Like you mentioned, Willow was $65.99. That was what Willow was. And then I don't believe a regular ever existed in the U.S. I went outside of the U.S. to get my regular from like France or something. I forget where I got it from. It's not in English on the inside. I mean, it's all totally fine. It's all obviously. I did. I'm a huge Willow fan, and again, Val Kilmer. I mean, come on, but I couldn't spend $65 for a Steelbook, and when that's just not what I'm going to do. But now they've brought this one in. At least the initial price is $55.99 is what I saw on Amazon. I've seen it go as low as maybe a 40-ish range on a site like Orbit, but there's like shipping that comes along with that. And so what I feel like, they started at 65. Maybe that was their soft launch to the higher end, and they're like, look, we'll start at 65 to shock them. We'll bring it down to 55, and that's where it'll live.
We got to check Groove.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, with some of these Steelbooks, Groove with 7 ended up being $29.99.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of others I've seen it happen with. There's Lord of the Rings ones that are coming out. They're $29.99 right now on Groove.
Yeah.
I'm looking right now when it comes to Tombstone. And like I said, with this title, it's going to go so quick anyway. But I'm looking at either Diabolic or Groove. And if I can't find it there for a reasonable price, I have to pass. Yeah. And it sucks, dude. This is a great movie. I want this on my shelf.
This is it opened up, and the Steelbook is pretty badass. I mean, the inside looks cool. The outside looks cool. I think that outside of the price, my main gripe always, and it continues to be, and not just with this, but I've said this many, many times, is that charge me whatever you're going to charge me, but make sure I'm getting my money's worth. Like, okay, $65 Steelbook, very expensive. If all the cuts were there, if new features were there, if, you know, like all these different things that they're not even caring to do. It's all legacy features. It's just, so it becomes apparent that it is just for the money, not for real people that want this.
And if you can't do it with the actual features, do it with the physical materials.
Sure.
Or do both. And so we can sum up your whole argument right there with 2 words: second sight.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not going to pay the same price for a product I get at second sight that has a booklet, amazing transfer features, all that stuff. It's
Absolutely.
like I felt like I bought something worth the price that you're asking me to pay for a Steelbook.
Because it's a limited edition piece of tin.
That will get a re-release, re-limited. What was that term? Remember when they did that to us? Oh man. When they reran limited editions.
Limited edition reprint.
Limited edition reprint. Thank you. Yes, it'll be that.
Yeah.
And then the limited edition reprint.
Yep.
Who cares?
Limited edition, unlimited dings when I get it from Amazon.
I've always been lucky with Steelbook deliveries.
I know.
I've always been lucky.
It's hit or miss for me, but it's one of those things where if I'm paying $65 and it comes with one, now I'm even more pissed off.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, you're right, dude. The Hitcher was $65.
What if, Matt, would this sway you? Since you want a more profound Val Kilmer, what if it came with a slipcase and you pulled it down and it was Val, right? He took over the whole cover. And it even came with some musical accompaniment, like one of those greeting cards you open up and you hear him saying like, I'm your Huckleberry or something. Would that sell you on this?
It could. For $65, it could. I mean, I've said the same thing about even Nightmare on Elm Street, Exorcist. Like, dude, these are great. These are landmark movies that they're putting back out in nice packaging. Awesome. But like, isn't someone out there willing to put something new out? Like, so many people are still alive to talk about these things. So many fans. They put, what's that lady's name that's like the film historian that's got every commentary from here on to.
Yeah. So that's what
that should be us.
I was about to say that's what we should be doing. You're our competition, whoever you are. But no, let me say this. With this one, it's a little troubled though, Matt. Like I said, there were tons of production issues. You're going to have, let's say you do get Sam Elliott to come back, okay? Because you're not going to get Kurt Russell because he would have to talk about the issues. Val Kilmer's passed away. George Cosmatos might as well be a fictional character. We don't even know if this man's real. Now, if let's say Sam, Jesus Christ, Roadhouse guy.
Sam Elliott.
I know, I fucked up. Sam Elliott, right? He's going to come back. Sam Elliott is still an active actor. He's not going to speak about any of these troubling things that went on with this set because it might cost him jobs right now when, Jesus Christ, Hollywood is fucking dying. So what are you going to get with all these people? They're going to be hesitant to come back.
I think you're shooting way too into the stars. I don't need any of these people to come back. They could get a set designer. They could get this random. So they could get any. Yeah, how about how they made the costumes?
But the set designer, if they're going to come back, they would have to fluff it all up.
Fluff it.
I think for them,
fluff it for me. $65. Fluff it. That's what I'm saying. Show me that you care. Fluff it all you want.
But listen,
fluff me.
This is where
I want fluff.
This is where I disagree with you. I don't think you're not showing me you care if your fluff is going to be some random film historian. Not for me. The fluff would be, okay, I can't get Val, obviously. Kurt won't come back. Get me Sam Elliott. Get me, whoever randomly was a cast member. There's a ton of, get me Dana Delaney.
Yeah, of course, that would be ideal. But imagine the person out there that's going to buy this has already pre-ordered it no matter what, just because they're a Steelbook collector, they're a Tombstone fan, they don't care about the money, whatever. Wouldn't some fluff make them feel a little bit better? We don't have to be turned on or off because of the fluff. But that person might be good with it.
I'm turned off by the price.
Definitely.
It's a great movie. I don't need the fluff. If this was affordable and the transfer is good,
true,
all you needed.
I don't need the fluff. I want it to be $29.99.
Yes.
If it's $65.99, if you gave me fluff, I'd be like, okay.
That's where we're different. See, after the $29.99, I don't give a damn what fluff you put on that. It's not worth $1 more.
That's it.
Do you see what I'm saying?
No more fluff.
For Steelbooks.
We're all right, we're getting there. We got
collectors.
There.
There's levels to this shit.
That's what it should be. Regular should be $20, $25. Steelbook should be $30, $35, and that's it.
Yeah.
Who is Adini out there? I need to know. Adini, I need to know right now what the markup is from just a regular ass Amaray case to just the basic Steelbook when you're getting all these made and whatever it is. Like, how much are we talking? A couple of pennies? Like, what are we talking? $1 more? Like, there's probably to me such a small fraction of a difference in terms of how much this case costs for what we're being charged because it's limited.
I know, dude. I know. I agree.
I'm tired of talking about it.
Yeah, man.
Everyone wants to talk more about getting fluffed.
No fluff. Fluff is the word of the day.
I mean,
we don't want no fluff. That's exact. Fluff is the word of the day.
I'd like to get a poll going to determine who would appreciate fluff. And it's in terms of a sign of, hey, we're trying. Like, we couldn't get so-and-so back. We couldn't get so-and-so back. But you know who we got? We got back the person that trained Kurt Russell's horse. And they're going to tell a story about how they got fluffed.
It's not that serious, brother.
It is. That's what I'm saying. I need a poll ran immediately.
Wait, you wanted the horse to do a commentary?
What let's go over to the chat. Let's speak to the chat directly. Let's see what they're idea. Let's see what they're saying. I want to know what they think about these prices. I want to know what they think about fluff.
Fluff. I just said it like fluff.
The Jedediah said we don't need fluff, but who doesn't like fluff?
4K fluff kings. I think we're contentious kings today. We're contentious kings.
Oscar Burrow Wrangle, the first annual 4K Kings fan convention is definitely happening on Peddler's Row. Unit 234.
We will see you there.
Unit
biggest block party of the year in Newark, Delaware.
What's actually like really funny is I've been in that unit a couple of times, and it's the entire like male air center where this stuff is no bigger than this room. It's so small.
It's like, dude, if you see him pump up the volume, it's like when Christian Slater, Happy Ariardon's going to get his mail. That's all it is.
It's like a rack on the wall. It's not protected.
Well, we're gonna make that shit lit. We're going to fucking turn out.
Mike Christie said, Russ would have a field day roasting my collection. We'll flash our email later again. Send us your collections. We'll roast them.
My idea about this, we'll do it to ourselves as well. Like, as collectors, we all know we have those. It's like, hey, that was the one I watched with that girl I loved at one point in my life. That was the one I watched with my son. That was, you like movies for all kinds of reasons. You're not just collecting to be like Citizen Kane, Godfather,
Yeah.
And we all have them. What are some off the top? Oh, dude, I'll roast you. I don't even need to see
we put a whole video out.
I don't even need to see your shelf. You got Footloose, Regarding Henry. What else you got?
Dude, we'll go deeper than that. We put a whole video out about questionable pickups. It's literally on our channel where we reveal our 10 of each or something, like our most questionable. And I think I'm on the cover. I'm kissing my fried green tomatoes DVD.
Right. That's right. We did do that. We have to revisit this. That was a great topic.
It was a great topic. It was, maybe we could have titled it better. I mean, maybe me kissing the fried green tomatoes DVD box didn't really sell it. I thought it did, but maybe it didn't sell it enough. It's got like 200 views. Everyone out there tonight, check out our questionable. It's I feel like a well done video.
To be honest, I have to rewatch it. I don't remember it. What did I have on there?
Well,
I want to rewatch it.
You had good stuff. The only problem with yours was you had some funny stuff, but the only problem with yours was you were doing your own camera and your own light, so it's a little darker than mine. It was those days.
That's my vibe. I'm a little darker than most, Matt.
Since then, we've upgraded some things. Oscar Burrows, we need producer Lindsay to roast the 4K Kings to even it out.
Hey, she did it to me over the trailer for Queer. We're not going to get into that, though.
Hey, it's me in HD. R.I.P. to one of the GOATs, Jim Morrison. Oops, I mean Val Kilmer. Vincent Doyle, the Steelbook is $32.99 in the UK. All right, so then by the time we get it here, it's like 45-ish.
Yeah, I'm moving.
All right. That ain't bad. Mark, Movies with Marco, I finally made it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mark.
There he is. Vincent Doyle have the Tombstone on Steelbook Blu-ray. Don't know if it's worth upgrading. I guess we're going to find out. They better not mess it up.
Who's putting it out? It's a
Disney.
Sony? Disney. Oh.
Disney.
I thought, for some reason I was thinking Sony Steelbook, but you're right. It was Tombstone was Touchstone, I believe, which would be Disney.
Here we go. Vincent Doyle, Fluff It. Kenny Dreadful, Give Us the Fluff. Brown Bunny, Fluffers of the World Unite. Oscar Burrow, Matt Wants a Fluffer. AA, Fluff the Man.
Brown Bunny, you might have won if you would have kept going with the Smiths song, Shoplifters of the World Unite. You would have won me over.
No matter what else is said for the next 90 minutes, Fluff It for me is the quote of the night.
Give me all the fluff.
Give me all the fluff.
Give me all the fluff.
J.J. Abrams did write regarding Henry. Thank you, Kenny Dreadful. I hope you meant that as a compliment.
Russ's camera wears sunglasses.
Let's see.
J.J. Abrams wrote regarding Henry. I rest my case.
He did. It's great.
Yeah.
Nice Guy 80s Disney Steel ripoff prices.
And it was a better Star Wars movie than Force Awakens.
AI privilege. What the fluff? Kirk Redgate rarity costs. That's the thing. I mean, I don't know.
Fluff's the word, man.
I think it's still available for pre-order, and I do keep seeing other, retailers like, oh, we've got ours in stock now, or our pre-orders are not in stock, but our pre-orders are up now, and I feel like I've seen it range from around like $40. But really quick, you know what else? And this is Sony. This is $55.99.
That too, dude.
This is Sony.
I did place an order. Okay, little side story. We're talking about Starman. I pre-ordered. What did I jump on? I jumped on Todd Solondz.
Okay.
Palindromes.
Okay.
Limited edition 4K. And then I jumped on, oh, damn, there was another one. But I had Starman in my cart. And you know me, I it's John Carpenter, dude. I was like, I'll blind buy.
Yeah,
based
dude.
on what you say, it's Carpenter. It's cutie patootie.
Cutie patootie.
Exactly. Yeah, it was something even on Diabolic at the time. I believe it was around 50, and I was like, I can't blind buy a Steelbook for $50. Like, I can't.
No, dude, you can't. You can't. I love this movie, and I'm like, $55. Give me a friggin' break. That's what I'm saying. Like an Arrow collector's edition, a Second Sight collector's edition. That's what that money is for. Like this should be $30.
Exactly. And what's gonna suck is if this artificially inflates their prices. Like if Disney's gonna charge for a Steelbook $50.
And get it.
Vinegar Syndrome is like, shit, we're doing this 100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I wonder how much.
If it's going to inflate the market even more, then shit, I'm even thinking about us with imports with tariffs that are going on with America. If I don't want to get political.
I mean, I wonder.
Like all this stuff for us, I'm like, shit. Good night, guys. Like, I can't collect anymore.
I know. How many units do you think they're expecting to move on Tombstone? How many units do you think they're expecting to move at that price? Like, how much money do you think they're hoping to make? 2 million, a million, 25?
That's a strong title.
Million?
That's a title that's kind of, I don't think it's a good example for this. I think Willow would be a better title because Tombstone has a lot more appreciation. You can give someone's dad Tombstone on Father's Day, for their birthday, for Christmas. You're not giving anyone Willow.
Yes,
unless you hate them.
Okay, $65.99. How much profit does Disney get out of $65.99? Didn't he break it down?
Hardcore collectors are gonna pay that price.
But I'm curious, how much money do you think Disney makes off of $65.99?
I don't work there. I don't know.
I need some answers because I want to figure out how much money they're expecting to make on $65.99. How many units? You think they're expecting to sell 1 million units of Tombstone?
How many alpacas does Johnny Depp need?
How many millions of units can Tombstone sell? I don't know. But
I mean, I think it's going to sell well in the physical media market, if that's what you're asking me. But I feel like you're asking me, how is Disney going to specifically benefit off of this price and this title?
Yes.
That I don't.
How much are they going to get us for?
Specifics.
Because
but I think Tombstone, and even in, like, let's say this is the worst physical media market of all time. Let's presume that.
Mm-hmm.
Wink, wink. It's still going to sell well because it's Tombstone.
Yeah, and I wonder how that impacts. I guess scalpers are going to get a nice little bump on their Tombstones on eBay too.
To be honest, I haven't had to deal with scalpers or anything in a long time. Things don't go that fast anymore.
No, I
feel like I have breathing room whenever I hear an announcement anymore.
Yeah,
years ago I did feel like that on certain Blu-ray titles, on certain boutique label ones, they would go just
like that. Yeah. In honor of Val Kilmer, I wanted to show again Willow in 4K. Actually, I just wanted to show that I got that regular on the right because that right there was $65.99 and I'm not doing it.
Don't blame you.
Not doing it. So
I wouldn't do it for $16.99.
So I'm going to end up with this right here, probably on the right. But one last thing I wanted to share about Tombstone. I don't know if anyone else saw this. Because usually I don't read these, but I read the announcement, the whatever for Tombstone that Disney put out.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's the corniest shit I've ever read. It could possibly be. Okay, here it is. Originally released in 1993, this is the first 4K rodeo for Tombstone, triggering viewers to witness all the dust-ups. Yeah, triggering like with a trigger of your gun.
Oh, shit, that's clever.
Viewers to witness all the dust-ups and defilement of the Wild West in crisp visual detail unlike ever before. without having to skin a smoke wagon. Tombstone's audience will get a peek behind the saloon doors to see how director George P. Cosmatos and his gang of filmmakers brought the historic OK Corral into theatrical reality, including the storyboard process and realistic Old West gunslinging.
All right, pause for a second. First off, I don't see any yeehaw in any of this, so I'm not buying it. Secondly, when they said gang of, it should have been posse of filmmakers. You guys need to hire me to fix some of this shit up. We're going to go corny. Let's like put on the cowboy hat and get stupid.
The upcoming 4K release of Tombstone is the high-res Huckleberry fans have awaited for decades. You're a daisy if you don't add it to your personal cinema archives. Along with previously released bonus extras, the 4K disc will draw an eye-popping collectible limited edition steelbook with custom artwork and packaging.
Matt, I take everything we say back. Those 2 paragraphs alone are worth $65.
I hope that's printed like on the inside of the thing.
I want a movie based on these 2 paragraphs. Directed by George P. Cosmatos.
Wow, all right.
You're right. That was
Tombstone, everyone.
That was like kindergarten. That was sad. I don't know what the hell you just read to me.
I don't know.
That was...
I laughed. I cried a little.
It was crazy, scary, spooky, and hilarious.
Russ, you ready to talk about Arrow? Arrow put a pretty banger month out.
Hey, man, they put an arrow through my heart.
Arrow has got quite the slate for the month of June. People, I think, should be rejoicing.
Yes, they should. They really did.
Let's see. Let me just get a little sip of my water here.
I'll carry the conversation. First, we're going to discuss the, 1998 Alex Proyas classic, Dark City. The film that, while didn't find its audience initially, Roger Ebert championed it from the start, stating that it is one of the best and original sci-fi films he has ever seen and demands a bigger audience.
Right you are, Russ, and thanks to Arrow Video, the audience at home is going to finally get Dark City in 4K Ultra HD June 24th and Blu-ray as well, US and UK. A film maybe sought after more than Tombstone, because I know this is like a movie that people have been dying for.
Oh, yes. This is a holy grail 4K for many, and I'm happy to see it released. And what's funny, when The Crow came out, there was a lot of talk. All right, Dark City, where's Dark City? You know, and The Crow, nobody was ever sure, because The Crow was a hit, a monumental hit. Dark City did not find its audience and became a cult.
And what... You own The Crow. What kind of special features ended up on that?
Good ones.
Like was it like robust?
Yeah, well, honestly, The Crow, even the older, like it always had robust features. Yeah. So that was never an issue. Like it didn't require fluff. But I mean, there was new things on. Wasn't there?
I don't. Right. Well,
half ago when I watched that shit,
I'm not sure if there was. I can't recall what kind of features that they put on The Crow, but it felt like to me another situation where they just kind of gave what was there before. Maybe there's some new stuff. I don't know.
But there was a ton of stuff there before, like on those old thick Miramax Dimension DVD that it had. It was a 2-disc, and one had a whole. It was a lot of stuff to pull from for that.
Well, people should not only be excited that Dark City is coming from Arrow, but the fact of the matter is there is no fluff here. They are giving you everything that you could possibly want. And I'm talking a lot of stuff. New 4K restorations from the original camera negative, approved by the director of photography of both cuts, directors and theatrical. I mean, how good is that? Because I mean, the director's cut, from what I recall, is sort of maybe the more the one people appreciate more. I think there was a director's cut Blu-ray only that had come out at some point, but then there's the theatrical, if that's the thing that you want the most. Original audio, new Atmos tracks for both cuts, new commentaries, hour-long documentary, 2 visual essays, and a ton of archival stuff, commentaries, a bunch of archival stuff, but so much new stuff too. Which is crazy.
It is.
Look how much stuff you're getting.
Well, it's not only beloved by fans, it's beloved by the filmmaker himself. I mean, he was proud of his work. He's not one of those people who, oh God, no. He wants to talk about it. And as he knows, as I keep saying, it was so, dude, do you remember this movie coming out, Matt?
Dude, I saw this movie on VHS. We rented it, and I only saw half of it. I don't remember it coming out. I just remember the box.
I'm not talking about if you've seen it. Most of our audience knows you haven't. What I'm asking... do you remember this coming out in theaters? And for reference, him and I were in high school at this time. Yes. This would have been a target movie, or a movie that should have been targeted to us as the demographic. and we're two movie guys. Do you recall this coming out in theaters?
No, I don't.
No, that's what I'm saying. It tanked, man.
Yeah.
And it found its audience on video. Roger Ebert, as I said, was always an early proponent for it. But yeah, it's where was I going?
I have no idea, dude. You're just going. But I only watched half of this movie. I think I might have either we stopped watching it, maybe I fell asleep. I don't remember. But I just remember also kind of feeling like, what am I watching? Like it was very strange, very bizarre. I don't know that my mind was ready to be open to this movie. Whereas maybe now, based on the visuals that I see and everything that's going on with it, is this a blind buy? Would people recommend
for
this?
you? Yes, honestly, Matt, I thought you were a big fan of this movie.
I mean, there's a lot of people in this movie I like.
I was just about to say that. I was like, first off, it's sci-fi, utopian kind of sci-fi, which you're a much bigger fan of than I am. Two, I was like, dude, it's got Jennifer Connelly. It's got Kiefer. No, but the older
John Hurt.
Yes. No,
William Hurt.
John. It's got William Hurt. I know you're a fan of him. Yeah, dude, this is a blind buy for you for sure.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw that they had announced this, I knew this was a movie that people have been dying for forever. It just didn't have a place in my heart because I just it never connected with me. But now that I'm seeing all this, I'm like, wow, should I finally check this thing out?
Matt, I just said all that. This is more your lane than mine.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
So think about that. How many sci-fi movies do I, go off about?
Not many. Is it as bonkers as it looks?
I wouldn't say it's as you're getting something great that you're expecting going in.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like everything you just saw in that trailer.
Yeah.
And if you thought that looked good, everything in that trailer will deliver for you.
Okay.
And more.
And this packaging also, not to mention all the features we mentioned, but this packaging looks great for this movie. I mean, again, I don't have a soft spot for this movie. Maybe people out there can tell me if they're like nailing it or not. I do like the original poster. I think that's cool. But yeah, I think this art looks really good.
I mean, it's a style. I don't know if they're nailing it. See, I'm so familiar for me because I'm so familiar with that bluish tone. Every like video incarnation I've ever seen.
It's blue, not green.
Yeah. So to me, it's just it's not bad what they did, but it's more in line with sort of the Arrow tradition rather than being a nod to Dark City, if that makes sense.
Okay.
To me. It's not bad though at all.
Okay. Lindsay, what's the vibe on Dark City out there in the chat?
People are saying it's definitely a must watch. Someone said it was a blind buy for sure. Oh, Kirk Redgate said 100% buy.
Yeah.
And hey, it's me in HD said I would definitely recommend this as a blind buy. And Russ, Vincent Doyle wants to know if you're picking it up.
You caught that I didn't really say one way or the other.
Gotcha.
Okay, this is a case for me, and I do like it, and everything I was selling Matt on it because I know what he likes. I did explicitly state this is not my wheelhouse. I love the big ones. I love 2001. I love, when it comes to, sci-fi of this nature.
Yeah.
I liked it, but it kind of was more of a respect thing than it was more of an enjoyment of, I'm going to watch this again.
Yeah.
You ever had that with certain movies where it's like, dude, I can't, Batman Begins. I personally find that movie boring as shit. Don't like it. But when I watch Batman Begins, I'm like, well, this is good filmmaking.
Yeah.
Everyone in this is good. The directing's good. Everything's fantastic. It's just not hitting me.
Yeah.
So I recognize it is great. But let me say this. I enjoy Dark City way more than Batman Begins.
What did he nail more style-wise, Dark City or The Crow?
Well, to me, I don't know if Dark City was based on anything previously, but The Crow is based on a comic book.
Oh,
he
so
was
he had
bringing
some
that to life.
I got you. Okay.
He was bringing the gothic style of that character and that. He had something to go from on that.
Right.
If you're asking, did he do a good job doing that? He fucking nailed it, especially in goddamn 1993.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Dude, The Crow looks better than most movies made today. It looks like it's a set. Think like Tim Burton, maybe, in terms of like you're getting a whole city that just has this Blade Runner, even The Dark Knight. Like that's what The Crow is like.
Okay.
But he managed to do it on a lesser scale. And as I said, filming it probably 1992,
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely intrigued for Dark City.
I'm more of a Crow fan.
I think you are. Yeah, I can see that.
But like I said, nothing but love and respect for Dark City.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely intrigued. It looks great. Obviously, the packaging I think looks kind of cool. Everything they're giving you, amazing. All the different cuts. The director's coming back for a commentary. All the new, all the old features. This looks like a classy release from Arrow.
And I do think you would love it, man.
And
honestly, I think because you've never seen The Crow either. I think you would like this way more than The Crow.
This will end up being like $20 cheaper than Tombstone.
And look at it.
At least 20.
That looks like a product.
It does.
That's not just a basic release we would have gotten 20 years ago, where we all remember we went to Best Buy and spent $19.99.
Coming out June 10th on 4K Ultra HD in the US and UK from Arrow also. A film possibly even more sought after than Tombstone and Dark City combined.
My Father the Hero?
Swordfish!
Oh!
People have been dying for Swordfish forever, and it's finally here. Previously, way back in the day, released on Blu-ray, like 2006, the dawn of Blu-ray, Swordfish came out. I
have a question. I know this is the original poster for this film. Why is the coolest and best actor in the back? Put Don Cheadle front and center. He is leagues ahead of all three of those guys.
This is a pretty sick poster. This is like a band. This looks like a this looks like a grunge band or something. 90s.
It's the new Garbage album. Shirley Manson on the side.
Oh, so here we go. This is Swordfish coming from Arrow.
It had Butch Vig.
That's what I thought right away. I saw Butch Vig right away.
Hugh looks like he's about to program a beat.
Yep, on that keyboard. So this is another collector's edition, which again, this is coming with, they don't really mention the transfer too much. They just said that it's coming with like Dolby Vision, HDR presentation. They don't mention anything else about it. I don't know if those details aren't worked out yet. A couple of new interviews, one with a production designer and one with Paul Oakenfold. House music legend, Paul Oakenfold.
He definitely is, because I know his name, and I don't really go around listening to house music.
And you got the original art on the outside slip, and then I guess their new art on the inside, which they've been kind of doing the opposite, where sometimes it's like the new art on the outside and the old art on the inside. I kind of like that they're doing it this way for this landmark film.
I love this. I wish they would do this more, honestly, and I wish I liked Swordfish enough to buy it. But Matt, you've seen this one and I have not. Matt, take the floor.
Swordfish. I actually saw Swordfish in the theater.
That's why you have a movie channel today.
I was inspired. I don't know why I went to go see this. I don't know why. I mean, maybe a Hugh Jackman factor. Maybe it just looked fun. And I'm going to be honest, I had fun watching this movie in the theater. I had no problems with it. We
weren't hanging out much that time. And I would have steered you in the right way, but I apologize. I wasn't there for you as a friend.
Dude, even as corny as Travolta was, I mean, this movie was kind of fun. I remember, I think film scholars will recall that this is the film where Halle Berry revealed her bosom on screen and world went nuts, because that was, I feel like, almost, I don't know if that was part of the marketing or people were like bigging this movie up and people went out. Halle Berry got people in the theaters for that.
I've never seen the movie, but I've seen that scene.
There you go. So
it got out there. That was part of the marketing in some way, shape, or form.
Some way, shape, or form.
They knew that would sell tickets. Let's say that.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I don't know that I'm going to pick this up or not. I'm going to let the chat tell me
Travolta's
if I should pick. I know. I kind of want to watch it again.
He looks like a literal dickhead. Like he's like for real, like the circle, like the line on the top, and like the fucking
mushroom head.
I mean, I kind of just want to watch it again. I don't know that I want to own it or anything, unless I'm persuaded.
Buy this. You went to the theater. You owe it to yourself.
I did.
Hack in, Matt.
I did. And side note, Joel Silver, I guess, who produced Roadhouse coming out from Arrow, Invasion coming out from Arrow, produced this. They're like having a Joel Silver month.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapons, Joel Silver.
But Arrow didn't put them out. I'm saying it's Arrow's doing the Joel Silver work.
Yeah.
Including this. Look at that. A bus flying through a sign on a helicopter.
Didn't we get Kiss Kiss Bang Bang announced? Or no, Nice Guys. Nice Guys, Joel Silver?
I don't know. Was it?
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was.
But it's not Arrow. This was an Arrow connection I was making.
I'm like trying to punch a brick wall.
You're really trying to get in there. I don't know. Who out there wants to watch Swordfish again? Lindsay, the producer, did you...
Again. Why are you assuming everyone's seen this?
Everyone's seen it, obviously. Lindsay, the producer, have you seen Swordfish?
I have not, but I'm laughing because when you said that the marketing, including Halle flashing her rack, must have got people in the seats. I can tell it definitely did, judging by what's going on in the chat right now.
Judging by the chat, everybody in there is like,
the first thing people were saying.
That's why I went.
I still have my ticket stub.
Yeah, it's framed.
It's like, it's a lot happening over here.
Picture of my boner and my ticket stub
Picture
framed.
Halle Berry in a Catwoman suit with my ticket stub framed right under it. Hey, Halle Berry, we should know. We're not, no.
She's a beautiful woman.
Of course.
What are you about to do?
I was about to say, we're going to add her to the LL Cool J rule.
Which is?
No Halle Berry disrespect will be tolerated.
None.
She's in The Last Boy Scout.
Okay.
She's why I saw the Flintstones movie.
And Jungle Fever, Spike Lee. So no Halle Berry hate will be tolerated.
No hate. No hate. But yeah, Swordfish, everyone. There you go. That's it. Moving on, we do have an
update.
If everyone remembers, last time we talked about this Roadhouse from Arrow, this art that was teased with this slide down slipcase, and since then Arrow has shown their Roadhouse, and this is it right here. Now, what I'm looking at here, I don't see any slide down slipcase. Now, I don't know if that's hidden in some way, but I feel like that would be front and center on this mock-up if there was something like that going on. Am I wrong?
I think Dalton showed up to Arrow and whipped their asses in the shape. It did not need a clear slipcase. He got the job done.
I don't know if that was like a last minute thing that got changed, or maybe I mean, the art's correct. It's just that slide down slip is not. Now you see the booklet's got the upgraded double deuce, and the actual cover itself has got the broken down double deuce. So they still have both pictures there.
Okay, but the only alteration has been no clear slipcase.
I can't tell if there is one here or not, and I didn't. I'm not sure if anyone else knows that information.
We can't see it.
So clear, you can't even see it. But you have Patrick, the original art on the inside, along with the poster, and this is coming out June 2nd. Previously, let me throw it up in the old box cam. This is the Vinegar Syndrome release.
My head.
Head level. Lindsay, the producer's doing like one of these to me in the other room.
I'm a short guy, dude.
Trying to get you on your mark there.
There he is. There it is, right there. I like that. No, your head. I like that. Now I have an image.
Pause.
Love it. So this is the Vinegar Syndrome release that we have. And last time we were talking, we had no idea about features or anything else, and didn't know, what people were going to get on this. The release from Vinegar Syndrome is obviously excellent, but now we do know what is coming with Roadhouse, despite not knowing if we're getting that plastic clear slip.
Why don't you go ahead and tell me, Mio?
Oh my God. The only thing they don't mention is the transfer itself, which I'm assuming maybe they're just going to take the one that's already done by Vinegar Syndrome. I don't know. It's not talked about on there.
Yeah, I thought, oh wow, I thought we confirmed that already, that it was.
No fluff.
No fluff.
No fluff, Russ. So
Rowdy Harrington does not allow fluff.
Check it out. So, except for a 60-minute making of documentary that Vinegar Syndrome themselves produced for their release, everything else is here that Vinegar Syndrome had.
Doesn't that make you feel good? Like I don't have to double dip.
Everything else is here. I feel great for people that missed this, or people in the UK that are now having the option to get this and get a great. This is an amazing release with what's on here. That documentary is great. But the transfer's awesome. All these people that come back to talk about it, awesome.
And I'm telling you, if the people in the UK or globally getting this finally, if you never had access to that commentary with Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier, hilarious. It's worth buying the movie just to watch it with the commentary.
Yeah, it's on here.
Yep.
You got it. It's on here. So that's kind of good news for everybody. I don't know about this slipcase, though. Maybe it got the kibosh.
Matt, I have a question. Is Jeff Healy still alive?
Don't know. He was on the features, though.
So I'm assuming he is.
I mean, this was 2 years ago, so maybe.
Oh, that's cool.
Never know. This is Sam Elliott month.
I know, dude. Tombstone, Roadhouse. What are we getting next?
What's next for Sam Elliott? Mask in 4K.
Man Can Dream.
Another favorite of mine.
I love that movie more than you.
I know. I
can quote that movie up and down.
You want to do that for the wrong reason.
This is pillowy.
You want to do that for the wrong reason, whereas I want to watch it sincerely.
All you care about is your damn baseball cards.
I won't have you talk badly about Mask, Russ.
What's his poem? I'm not talking about. I like the movie, but man, there were like some inside jokes when I was a kid. Not about Rocky Dennis himself.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Not about his condition. Just the movie, how sentimental and kind of silly the movie is at times. Like my friend and I had a lot of jokes about it.
Okay, well, now that we got that out of your system, one more from Arrow.
Yeah, I'd totally buy Mask in 4K.
I wish it would come out already. Umbrella put that one release out, remember?
That's a Kino release.
That could be a Kino release.
If Kino put out Mask, dude, it's Peter Bogdanovich. And damn, we didn't get it when he passed away. Shit.
Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3.
And if you want to do the rhyme, then come see me.
All right, Russ. Okay.
You don't remember that line?
I do, but not
Wasn't ready.
Great job. I don't think anyone was ready for that, including me. I'm going to give you a
wasn't either, dude. You just pulled the image up on the screen. That's the first thing that popped in my head, man. Thank you. I am the Beastie Boy of Peddler's Row, Peddler's Village.
Unit 2, 3, 4. This one's coming out June 9th. 4K, Ultra HD, UK only. And I've got my US only Kino release right next to your head.
I was about to say, I know you're a big fan of this movie, Matt.
I'm a huge fan of this movie, and when I saw that it was announced for Arrow folks in the UK, I was like, all right, good for them. That's great. Someone, if you didn't get a chance to get this, or you don't want to buy it from here and you're hoping to get it locally there, awesome. And I think that art looks really cool. This is what it looks like open. Got a little booklet. You got the original art, which is on the Kino on the inside that I have. The thing that's kind of sticking in my craw a little bit is it does have all the Kino features plus 2 new features and a handful of others not present on the Kino release. So that kind of stings a tad for me.
Dude, you always have to be considerate when you purchase Kino 4Ks because they have something. The rights with Arrow in the UK are either literally exactly the same or similar to US Kino. You're gonna get Misery. You're gonna get Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3. If you just wait a couple months. That seems to be the pattern.
That seems to be the pattern. Well, I went ahead and I got this anyway, and I'm not sad. I'm not going to double dip. I'm not sad, but I think this looks like really great for anybody that's a fan of Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3.
The Dollars trilogy. That was on Kino first here, and now Arrow's putting that out.
Yep, true.
You know what I mean? It's like if you wait a while, it seems to... I can't wait for my special edition Sea of Love.
Have you ever seen this movie?
I have not.
Oh.
I was going to ask you. I was like, okay, Matt, you love this a lot.
I do.
You know me very well. Is this what I said to you about Dark City? Is this a blind buy for me? And my follow-up question is, why is there no Travolta on the cover?
You mean this John Travolta? So
this is what I want in 4K.
Is this the one that you want in 4K? So we'll table that question on the we'll table the question on whether you should blind buy it. So this actually is the original trailer. Oh no, the Travolta trailer's not working.
That dickhead comment I made about Swordfish really sent him over the edge when I'm watching it.
I'll put the original trailer on. Just so you could see it. But yeah, dude, I would totally tell you to blind buy this. I watched this on the heels of watching The Sting for the first time, like many, many years ago. Like I watched The Sting for the first time probably 20 years ago or something. And then after I watched that, I was like, whoa, like more Robert Shaw, like what, this guy was incredible. Like what else has he done? And I immediately saw this recommended. Obviously I knew Jaws already, but I saw this recommended as one too. It's like a train heist movie. You got Hector Elizondo up in this piece. You got Walter Matthau up in this bitch. I mean, it's great.
I didn't know Robert Shaw was in it.
He's the main villain.
Dude, my whole life when I heard about this movie, I always think Walter Matthau.
Yeah.
That's all I think. I do nothing else.
Jerry Stiller.
That.
Yeah. Basically, it's a train heist. They're trying to, and it seems like an impossible heist because it's like, how do you rob a subway? You know, like there's no way out, basically. So it seems kind of weird, but they don't really reveal what their plot is for a long way into the movie. So you don't really know like what the hell they're aiming at. How are they going to get out of this friggin' train? And meanwhile, Walter Matthau's trying to figure out how to stop them, how to get them out. There's no police to come in because I think he says something about like everything's rigged down there. It's like, I see anybody, this whole place is going to blow kind of a deal. So he's talking to him from like some station. But yeah, man, this movie's awesome. This movie's awesome. I hope there's some love for this movie out there in the chat. Lindsay, don't tell me. It'll hurt my heart.
Should I blind buy or should I just give it a watch?
Give it a watch.
Okay.
Give it a watch.
That remake kind of hurt because it was Tony Scott.
That's
Denzel.
I know.
And I'm a dude, Man on Fire is class.
I've never seen Man on Fire. Surprise.
Dude, Man on Fire is so much better than you're going to expect going in. I was like, whoa. That'll make you, dude, I've shown that movie to people, they cry.
Really?
Yeah, it makes them cry at the end.
Okay.
It's good.
All right.
Another great, hey, Walken's cool in that too.
I don't know that you're going to cry at the end of Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
but
I will, because it's going to be so good. I'm going to be mad it's over.
It's got a badass soundtrack too. It's got a really cool
Beastie Boys,
like theme. That'd be cool. No, like a really cool theme song for this. Like the minute it comes on, you're like, oh shit, yeah. Like it's like we're getting into the zone on this thing.
Well, fuck yeah, dude. When did this come out? Like 73 or something like that? Like,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, 74.
Okay, yeah, man. Fucking scores in that era kicked ass.
They did.
They didn't fuck around.
No.
Like, bum, 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 like, even in like exploitation flicks and all that, it's always just like, nah, dude, we're coming in hard.
Coming in hard. Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3. Lindsay, give me a quick feel on Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, people are saying it's great.
There it
Actually,
is.
Hey, It's Me in HD said the remake was great too.
What?
Not gonna
Was it?
lie.
Why you say what? Disrespect
Russ,
Tony Scott.
I'll give you a piece of trivia on this that you'll appreciate if you didn't know this already, which you may have. That this movie is where Quentin Tarantino got the idea for the color names in Reservoir Dogs, because all of the criminals in here have color names.
Alex Doss just said that too.
I thought he got that from City on Fire.
He got many things from City on Fire, but the color names he got from here.
Oh.
There's like a Mr. Blue, a Mr. Brown, a Mr. Gray. They're all named colors.
Yeah, dude.
How about that?
We got a
You like that?
question.
Why do I got to be Mr. Pink?
We got a question.
Got a question from
I got
Anthony.
a question. Why do I got to be Mr. Pink?
Lindsay, what's the question?
Answer me, Matt.
It's for Russ. Which studio do you think will pick up Man on Fire 4K?
Arrow.
Ooh.
I can see Arrow doing that.
Yeah?
Well, haven't we got with Tony Scott? You got True Romance. I'm guessing Man on Fire was Warner Brothers. I think that would be something they'd do. Or you know what? I could see Man on Fire being in like a Columbia Classic set. You know what I mean? Not as like one of the heavy hitters in the set, but to like pad it out a bit. I could see him doing something like that.
And then give me a Steelbook a year later.
Yes. Yes, honestly. So I could even for Man on Fire, the Tony Scott one, I'd say an Arrow Deluxe would be suitable, or studio specific Steelbook.
Okay.
Yeah. That movie's sick, man. That's a great movie. I liked it.
Well,
Mickey Rourke's in it too. You should check it out.
I've never seen. Maybe I will. Maybe if Arrow puts it out. Maybe you can convince me to blind buy it the day we cover it in the news. Till then, I'll forget about it the minute we're done.
It's a prestigious film.
Okay. Speaking of prestige and rounding out, at least the Arrow that we're going to talk about is the last one. Good, Bad, and the Ugly is here. It's coming in June. This is the final one of the trilogy. If you've been, pre-ordering as you've gone. And they pretty much, I feel like, in terms of what they're offering here, save the best for last. It looks the same as the rest, packaging wise. But if you want to talk about no fluff, if you want to talk about anti-fluff, the good, the bad, the ugly, and no fluff.
Stop getting me in tizzies.
Just look at this. So, international cut 4K, extended cut 4K, disc 3, tons of extras, disc 4, Sad Hill Unearthed Blu-ray limited edition exclusive. I mean, its own documentary and features upon that. And look at how all of it's new. Newly filmed. It's so much newly filmed.
I feel like I'm required to buy this.
I feel the same way. I feel like so stupid for not.
I know. It's like
this in Dark City. Let's go.
I think I have to own this. It's like, I don't know. I still haven't seen it, but yeah, this has to be on my shelf. I feel like it does. This is one of those times. I'll be honest. We get comments or people chime in or like, wow, you never saw Amadeus. And with a movie like Amadeus, I can kind of justify it because I'm like, I was 1 year old, this.
Yeah.
When people dig on me for not seeing these 3 movies, I actually feel
it hurts.
I'm like, yeah, you're right.
I suck.
I'm like, you're right.
I brushed off most of the hate here.
Like other movies that I've missed that are bigger, you could kind of make an excuse for, like, yeah, I see why you didn't watch Independence Day. Who gives a fuck, Russ? But with these 3, I do feel it. Like, it's like, shit, guys, I sincerely apologize. I owe everyone in my life,
I hear you, dude. And but that also makes me feel like, should I have bought the first 2 also? And now I'm like in it for $120 or something for these 3 movies. But really, look at this one.
I mean, Leaving and Cleef does kick ass.
Oh, God. It's looking good, though.
It's hard.
I know, dude. And again, So this is finally here. I'm sure people are completely psyched. I'm with you. I feel like this is just something to buy. And then Russ, and there's more. They're putting Witness out in the UK because they already did Witness in US. They're putting out The Invisible Swordsman, which I'm not too familiar with, but I'm sure there's some people happy about that too.
No.
The UK, rejoice, you're getting more Ford. Harrison Ford. I already got Witness.
Dude, that is a strong slate.
That is a huge month. Roadhouse, Dark City, Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah. Dude, they could have gotten away with just doing Dark City and then a bunch of like subpar titles, and everyone would have been excited as hell. But look at this.
Swordfish is in there.
Dude, yeah. And if they never had Roadhouse in the UK before, Roadhouse, Swordfish, Roadhouse. I mean, come on.
It's serious. I mean, it is kind of funny how stacked this month is comparatively to other like months that had even just less releases.
Yeah, I'm like, Arrow, couldn't you space this out a bit?
Dude, I know.
Everyone's got to go broke in 1 month.
In 1 month. So yeah, Arrow looking strong. Great job, Arrow. Also, Scream and Shout Select, they announced their stuff. There's no stats or anything on anything really, but I just wanted to share what it looks like they're doing. So for Shout Select, they're putting out JFK and a standard Bring It On that we mentioned. So these are all finally coming. Bring It On, we just teased. You know, people out there heard the Bring It On news here first.
Bring It On is a tease.
And then Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia, which I'm not even sure what that movie is. I've never even heard of that. Lord of Illusions, Scream Factory, Monkey Shine, Scream Factory. But then 2 cool Steelbooks, I thought.
Hold on. Hold on.
No, I wanted to bulldoze right through this.
Lord of Illusions, I believe, is a big deal to people because that has fans.
It does.
And I don't like it.
I like the cover art. I think it's pretty cool.
I've seen the movie. I was not a fan. But it has a lot of fans. I think they're rejoicing for this news.
Is it magician horror?
It's got Bakula horror, even worse.
It's got Bakula in it?
Yeah, he's like the main dude.
Wow.
But anyway.
How excited I got.
Yeah, what the fuck? Whoa, yeah.
I might blind this now.
I need to be more present. What was that reaction about Scott Bakula, Matt?
Blue 42.
Are you
Blue
blind
42
now?
So
You got Clive Barker and Necessary Roughness combined, man.
blended together. Is that him on the cover doing that thing with his hand?
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you yes.
Wait, it's
And I'm
this.
gonna tell you,
It's
dude,
this.
You need to quantum leap your ass over to Amazon and pre-order this, man.
Dude, I've heard Quantum Leap is really good.
That one meme where he looks into the mirror, I can't say
Can I
anything
get
more
to
about it.
We don't need to talk about Quantum Leap, but I would like at least someone to drop a comment or two out there to tell me, is Quantum Leap good? Because I feel like I've heard that it is.
I watched it as a kid.
You watched the whole thing?
I mean, like, dude, when I was 8 or 9 years old, I wasn't sitting there like, hey, I'm on episode 8 of season 2.
Well, now you can.
Dude, it aired on Saturday nights. And as a kid, I was home on Saturday nights watching it with my grandmother and shit. Yeah, I watched a lot of it.
I heard it had a stunning
premise.
conclusion.
I know it. Dude, do you know the premise? And
I
all
do.
that?
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is a cool premise.
Scott Bakula. This is a spirited Scott Bakula discussion. See, this is what this channel needs.
Yeah, it does have a cool premise. No, and then the other, I always forget his name, but he's in Paris, Texas. Great. He's in Blue Velvet. And he's the guy. Damn, what is his name? He passed away. This sucks. He's a legend. But anyway, he's the dude who's always like explaining to him where the fuck he's going and all that. He's like his little sidekick. He's basically there for the audience to like
understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Tells the audience. So
what's tell Scott Bakula, hey, you're here because
this is your mission this time. So, but what? He's the villain in this. He's the Lord of Illusions.
Dude, I didn't like it at all. I don't even remember what the plot was.
All right.
And to me, I'll tell you this, for anyone who's giving me shit for not liking this, again, I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't disparage anyone for enjoying it. For me, though, I don't like this era of weird 1994, 95, 96, like CGI-esque looking. I'm not a fan of it. And I was a teen at this time.
Yeah.
And I'm just not a fan of it. And as you know, Clive Barker to me is hit or miss.
Yeah, no, it's a little dramatic. I don't know how to describe it.
And like I said, so I don't know. Maybe you would like it. To me, I did not enjoy it, but you're a Bakula guy.
Even I am a Bakula guy. Even Hellraiser has like this very dramatic like feel, whereas but it connects really on a very visceral level. Whereas this kind of stuff, I don't know, like what's like Nightbreed. Like I just want to like it so bad.
Nightbreed's better than this.
Oh,
and Hellraiser is a legit good movie.
Yes.
And what this doesn't have that Hellraiser has, like you're saying, no, I'm not saying it's like dramatic. To me, it feels like a sci-fi channel movie,
like a TV movie.
Yeah. And then go back to that effects thing I was talking about. I'm just not a fan of this era. It was clunky. It was in the beginning of it. Honestly, I don't think we perfected it even in 2025. But you add that in when Hellraiser had the practical, the wet, slimy. So that all worked. To me, this just never worked.
And Scott Bakula is an evil magician.
Jesus Christ, yes, he's in it.
But he's an evil magician?
Sure. In real life, over you. Clearly.
He's like got me like puppet strings.
Really, he is your puppet master.
Scott Bakula, he's like, talk more about me.
Yeah, right. The Lord of Met.
Anyway. All right, moving on. I wanted to show you different Steelbooks anyway, and you pulled me back into Lord of Illusions, told me Scott Bakula was in it, and then told me to stop talking about Scott Bakula.
I know. You were like, let's steamroll past this. Yeah. Scott Bakula?
Yeah, I want to talk for 10 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yeah, I got a few moments here.
I hear your thoughts.
Here's some Scream Factory Steelbooks that are coming out too. They're redos, but I think they're titles they've already put out, but now they're putting them in Steelbooks. Dead Zone.
Ooh.
I think it looks pretty badass.
It does. I was on the fence when I first came out, and I did not pick it up.
Yeah,
That's a really cool.
It's pretty badass. Here it's opened up.
Wow,
that's pretty gnarly,
dude. Yeah, because of Sheen, like the flag.
Yeah,
with the dude.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
I'm telling you, that looks pretty sick. Yeah, I bought the regular that came out. I'm not mad about it, but seeing this, I was like, shit, this looks really good.
I might pick this up, man.
Return of the Living Dead. They put a collector's edition out. Scream Factory did. You picked that up?
Yeah, it's Return of the Living Dead.
Now here's the Steelbook. Also pretty cool looking. I don't know anything about the movie in terms of the tone.
When I first saw this, I didn't like this cover, but did you see it opened up?
Yeah, it looks even cooler.
Yeah, and that's a thing. That's like a thing that really happens in the movie where like they got this tied down. Yeah, and it moves and it's like. Yeah. I like when I first saw the cover, I was like, that looks like one of those Walmart kind of.
They're Amazon exclusives, I think.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like when I saw it opened up, I liked it a lot more.
Okay.
But I already owned it. I picked up the OG artwork slip with the 4K.
Gotcha. And that's a poster too. That's the poster that you get with it if you buy it. I believe. So that's Scream Factory. Like I said, no real information on Scott Bakula's Lord of the Illusion. Or is it Clive Barker's Lord of the Illusion starring Scott Bakula? Is that what it says on the cover?
If any of you guys out there haven't seen Return of the Living Dead, it's a great movie. You should. If you haven't picked it up, definitely worth a blind buy. For real. I'm serious. You're laughing. It's a 5 out of 5.
Okay.
Perfect horror comedy.
Perfect horror comedy.
And one of the best endings ever.
Before we move on, let's see what the crowd has to say. Wow. Okay, let's see.
Dean Stockwell. Thank you. That's who I was thinking of.
Dean Stockwell. All right, let's back up just a second. Okay, here we go. Alex Das. Tarantino copied the colors from his film. Yes. Here we go. Has Tony Scott made a bad movie, says Vincent Doyle?
Yes.
Name one.
Bad. Well, there's plenty I didn't watch because I felt they looked bad.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
Name one that you didn't like.
But that's right. Is he asking? That's a good question. Are you asking because has he ever made a movie that's unenjoyable? That might be more of a better question. Some movies you could probably go through his filmography and say they're bad, and some are miles of it. The Hunger stands out as one of his best. Mm-hmm. Strangely, Man on Fire does. True Romance, for me personally, The Last Boy Scout. But Beverly Hills Cop 2 is Top Gun stands out. But it's like, if we're going to focus on Domino, the Keira Knightley one, remember that shit?
Yeah.
That may be bad. I don't know. I didn't watch it. But I don't think that would be on par with the titles I just mentioned.
Brown Bunny said, my dad is a Man on Fire simp.
I am too.
Granular Spirit, Man on Fire by Tony Scott is incredible. My personal favorite Tony Scott film. I adore it. A fantastic revenge thriller. Hey, it's me in HD. Put some respect on Denzel's name. I like Denzel.
What did you say about Denzel?
I don't know. Maybe he thought I was, or she, or they thought I was mocking Denzel when you mentioned Denzel's name that he's in it. I'm a huge Denzel fan. I liked The Fallen.
I don't even remember when did Denzel get brought up. That's what I'm asking.
When we were talking about Man on Fire.
Oh shit! Yeah, that makes sense. He's the lead character.
Yeah, you brought him up.
Greasy Bear.
Dude, I love me some Denzel. Definitely. Oh
yeah, it was Fox. You are right, Tristan. Well, I thought it might have been Warner Brothers, but you're right.
Cowabunga, dude. Will those special feature Blu-rays be region free? We can only hope. Sometimes they are. Sometimes they're not. I feel like it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. Oscar Burrow Wrangle. Matt is enamored by the new fluff Arrow is giving him. Definitely enamored by that fluff. Keep that fluff coming. Witness, been a while. Worth a blind buy. I've never seen Witness.
I saw it as a kid, but and I saw it. I was so young, dude. I don't know. Like I said, I grew up with a mother and a grandmother. Women liked Harrison Ford in the 80s, dude. But they wouldn't watch. I would watch Indiana Jones and stuff like that. But they would watch Witness. I saw Regarding Henry through them, Matt.
I didn't know you ever saw Regarding Henry.
No, I saw him get shot. I was a kid. I probably walked out of the room like, this sucks.
What about Presumed Innocent?
I did see, or no, that was a little, we were around like 10 at that time. And I think that have like, that was like Harrison Ford's steamy movie.
He's a steamy.
Oh my God. Just saying that out loud made me cringe, dude. Harrison Ford's steamy erotic thriller. God, we do not need that in 4K.
Witness, is that peak Ford? I'm a Ford guy. Should I go check that out?
Who's in it? And this is what I remember most is your boy from Brick. He's the little Amish kid.
My boy from Brick? Oh, Lucas Haas?
Yeah.
That's funny. I have a Quantum Leap Blu-ray box set, says Kurt Redgate. What? Quantum Leap is one of the best TV shows of all time? Hey, it's me and HD. Quantum Leap is fantastic. I just picked up the first season. Highly recommend it, says Movies with Marco.
Listen, when I said I watched it as a kid, I watched, trust me, I watched it. I remember watching it Saturday nights. I liked it. I'm not talking shit. I like the show.
Quantum Leap is enough fluff to keep you going, Matt. Love that. Love that. Hold
on. So it's Dean Stockwell. You know what's messing me up? Whenever I see the name Dean Stockwell, I think of Hank in Breaking Bad. What is his name in real life? And you know, because he's always in the action movies in the background. He was in like Terminator 2 and Die Hard 3. He's always in like every Total Recall.
Yeah, it's
Dean. Whatever it is. But whenever I hear Dean Stockwell, I think of him first, and that's why it always throws me off.
A lot of Quantum Leap love. So much Quantum Leap love.
I know. We're trying to switch it to Breaking Bad. Asac Schrader.
Mr. Kruger is the villain of Lord of Illusions. Russ will never know the Bakula love, and now this. He won't.
Nah, dude. I'm not a Count Bakula guy.
Count Bakula. Let's see.
Yeah, Return of the Living Dead 3. We're skimming a little fast here. Whoever said
Dean
Return
Norris.
of the Living...
Dean Norris.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes.
Christian DeCina. Thank you.
Yes. Yep, Negotiator. Dude, he was in a ton of these like action movies from the 90s and late 80s. It's insane.
Brown Bunny. Harrison was a certified snack. Russ's grandma got taste. She got taste.
I don't know. I don't see it with Harrison Ford.
Olivier Savard, Fallen. Yes, that movie is underappreciated as well. I thought that movie was cool as hell. It's
the one with Goodman in Washington.
And who else?
I never saw it.
Elias Koteas.
Oh. Did you know he was married to Jennifer Rubin?
Elias Koteas? I didn't know that.
My girl.
Yeah, I know your girl. Yeah, were you jealous?
We're bald. She has a type, man.
She has a type.
I'm Casey Jones, motherfucker.
All right.
No, but that just adds more credence to that story.
All right, let's see.
It's not all in my head.
All right, moving on. The back half of the stream, Russ. You ready for the back half of the stream where things get real weird?
Let's back that ass up.
Let's get the back half of the stream popping. Let's see. What the hell are we even going to start with?
I'd like to hear. Let's get it popping.
Let's get it popping. We're going to start with Steelbook news, Russ. Steelbook news. A lot of Steelbook news.
I'm going to venture a guess and say in a year or two, everything we talk about is going to be Steelbook news. I think that's going to take over the market.
I hope not, but you could be right. I think they got to get these prices in check before I'm on board with that.
That's true.
It's going to be for the rich only.
That's true.
It's going to be for the rich.
This is an elitist sport.
So coming out for now, no official. I haven't seen anything like super duper official yet. Just some mentions on websites. Some pre-orders are up, like all that kind of stuff. But no product images. I never know, like when that stuff's not revealed, like is this subject to change? Because if they can't get something right, then maybe things get pushed. But right now, June 3rd is the alleged date for the Sean Connery 6-film collection of 007 6-film collection. And those are the 6 films that you're getting. Dr. No, From Russian with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, and Diamonds Are Forever.
It's rumored that Spy Who Shagged Me will end up on it.
In the announcement, it's weird the wording that they use. They said WB stated they're preparing collections, plural, collections of classic James Bond. So I don't know if that means that we're going to get like a collection of, like those.
Who's the one that everyone hated? That only did
Moore?
like 2.
Roger Moore.
Yeah.
Then there's Dalton.
Yeah, and then
Brosnan.
And then Craig.
Yep. So 6 disc collector's edition. I'm assuming that means 1 film per disc. And then maybe some digital. They have earlier today, and I didn't grab it for here, but they did show what the features are. It's sizable features on each one. So it sounds like they're putting features on each one of these discs. I can't tell if it's new or not, but these have been released and re-released so many times. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff out there already that at least you're getting whatever was out there. Maybe more. I'm not sure. But yeah, so here's the one thing about this is some fans are still a little bit on the fence, where they were at the time we were looking at this, but now that some of the features are being revealed, that's cool. But it's kind of the same thing with like the Nightmare on Elm Street situation, where you're just like pre-ordering something that you hope turns out well. Yeah. They are going to be unique Steelbook art per one. And right now you can pre-order this 6 film collection for $139.99.
Why can't the Nightmare set be that price?
I have no idea.
It's just one more movie in there.
I have no idea.
I'd had that pre-ordered yesterday if they would have that price.
$139.99.
That's good.
That's 2 Tombstones. That's 2 Tombstones right there.
The movie, which you could get a funeral plot when you die.
That's our Tombstones.
Yes. Oh my God.
That's not bad.
That's a great price. Yo, Bond fans rejoice.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty good. I don't think that's bad at all. So the only thing is like with this collections, right? So you're going to have maybe the different actors, which is pretty cool, but then eventually maybe there's a whole set. Who knows? Do what you're going to do. That life is fleeting.
I think this is great. I think this is the best way they could do it. Imagine if they put out a Bond set. 1, it's not complete. They're still making them.
Yep.
2, hey, you thought that Nightmare set was expensive.
True.
How many films are in this series? Like, this is the best way to do it, especially to get them all in 4K and get them to the audience in a reasonable manner that they can afford. This is great. I like that. I
agree. And I don't know. There's also a pre-order up for a regular version of this.
That's cool too.
It's $104.98.
Dude, that's really cool.
And I don't know if this art is real, but I saw this art for what looks like a regular box on a French website. Again, there has been nothing, like really. So I don't know if this is real or not, but I will put it up here. Because if that's what it is, that kind of looks nice.
It looks badass and it's classy. And I'm going to tell you this. You know why this is really cool? Think about like people who have like older, like grandfathers and stuff like that. They get to watch. These are the ones they love the most. The older people now. You can give them. They can't see anymore. You got to put it in 4K. You know? And,
yeah.
Dude, that's great. I like this.
Yeah, I think it's nice, and the price is right.
Yes. That's shit. Yes.
And so many people have been waiting for these for a long time.
Damn it, it's WB.
It is
Nightmare.
It is
Nightmare.
No, they want it. They want the money, Russ. They want
the money.
The money. They want the money on us, dude. It's the same thing with Tombstone. They smell the blood in the water.
Right. Whenever I doubt things in life, I think to myself, what would Stephen Baldwin say?
Ultra high definition.
That's what you're getting for $250. Ultra high definition.
Yeah, you're just turning into a DJ now.
Whoop, whoop. How many people are excited for Sean Connery collection? I know a lot of people have dropped hopes for James Bond throughout the life of this channel over and over and over again. But now it's finally happening in a way that I would imagine most people are excited for. I don't know. Lindsay, what's the vibe out there?
Yeah, people are amped.
People are amped.
Yeah.
I'm right. As they should be. No fluff.
No fluff.
They're fluffed.
They're tired of being fluffed. They want the real deal, and it looks like this is what it is. That's what I'm saying. No more fluff.
Nah.
Go fluff yourself.
Oh, Matt, slow down.
Fluff your own self.
Gosh darn it, doohickey. I'm going to say it. Fluff. Fluffed.
So I'm glad people are excited. I don't know. See, I'm not a huge James Bond fan, but I can appreciate that these are coming out and hopefully they're doing it right. That's all I got to say. I just hope that they're doing it right. But speaking of Nightmare, Russ, a really interesting update a couple of days ago I saw posted on Facebook of all places. I was pointed there. I didn't go there, but I was pointed there, and it was posted on Facebook.
I didn't know you get around like that, man.
I get around. Yeah, this isn't on X, it's not on Instagram. This is on Facebook.
Okay.
And I want to share, maybe some people are familiar with this, maybe they saw it too, but I know that you will be excited about this.
I will.
Now, I have been wrong in saying that before, and I'm like, hey, you're going to be super excited, and I say it, and you're like, I don't give a shit. And I'm like, oh, I thought you would.
Matt, I would never say that to you.
You're definitely going to be excited about this. It has to do with the Nightmare on Elm Street box set.
Okay.
It's what's the name of the director from Nightmare on Elm Street 2?
He did Alone in the Dark.
Was his last name Shoulder?
Jack Shoulder. Yes.
Okay. This is an official update from him on Facebook. Okay. And I'm going to read this to you in the audience. I'm going to put it on the screen so you can see it too. I just spent last week on the Warner's lot working on the restoration of Nightmare on Elm Street 2. The remastered 4K picture of the original 35mm negative looks fantastic, and I was able to make adjustments and corrections only possible thanks to the incredible digital tools now available. The original mono mix from 42 years ago was brought into Dolby Atmos and blew me out of my seat. I heard things in Chris Young's score I never knew were there, and that, combined with some added sound effects work, really lift the film into another dimension. We were careful not to change the look and feel of the film, but even the rather lame scene with the exploding parakeet felt like The Birds. The whole experience was like someone restoring an old Renaissance painting and finally seeing the amazing blue that the painter had used, or the cat and owl scene hiding behind the table, although in this case those colors and sounds had never fully been seen before, but were implicit in the material and now are explicit. Warner's also shot some new interviews for the new release, and I got to see my old buddy Robert Englund, whose performance now jumps off the screen. Keep an eye out for the announcements of its release from WB. The new version really needs to be experienced by new fans and re-experienced by old ones.
I thought you were going to do ultra high.
Ultra high definition.
Thanks,
What do you
Robert.
think? So what do you think?
Yeah.
You
that's
into that?
incredible. Of course I am.
That is pretty cool. See new features. They recorded new features.
Hey, look, he has proof. He's at the WB lot. He's there with Robert
That's
Englund.
all I'm asking for. That's all I want. Why can't? Okay, yeah, 250. Okay, right. But if you show up with every film, new features on every single one, dude, yes, come on then. I'm with it.
But could I tell you this?
Yes.
The only controversy about making Nightmare 2 behind the scenes has all been addressed.
Yes.
So, like, there's no bad blood there anymore.
Okay.
Whereas Tombstone, there's a whole lot of mess. Plus, let's not kid ourselves. Everything I said about Tombstone, where it would affect their careers, nothing they discuss here is going to affect Robert Englund's career.
It's not.
Jack Shoulder and the rest of the cast don't have careers. So it's like, what else are they? Dude, they literally could just throw peanuts at the chick who played Tina. Or not Tina, I'm sorry, Lisa, and she would come up here and talk.
You're bringing it back to Tombstone.
All respect, I love those actors in the films, but I'm just saying, you know, they're not Jennifer Lawrence.
I'm just saying, don't give me fluff. At least give me something if you're going to charge me those prices. And they're charging prices, and this isn't even fluff. This is real stuff.
I'm with you. They needed to get Jason Priestley.
I would have taken Michael Biehn.
Yeah, get Michael Biehn too, man.
So what do you think about this news? What do you think about all the stuff about like the transfer? There's new features. This guy's super excited about it. It's kind of like the Nightmare 5 lady that what was her name again?
No, that's
Nightmare 6.
Freddy's Dead. Yeah, it's Rachel Talalay.
Yeah, she did a similar update that sounded very optimistic.
Well, I'll say this one sounds even more optimistic, and it sounds like he's touching on every point that someone like me would be concerned about, and he's addressing it. Everything someone like me would want to hear.
Yep.
Yes.
So there you go.
Said it here.
So you're gonna get that pre-order
right,
now?
Even referencing like, dude, if you're a fan of this film, come on, that parakeet exploding, that shit's hilarious. It didn't even make sense. I guess it's so hot in the house, and it's so weird.
Did this convince you to pre-order?
I want to, dude. I'm broke. Hell,
do you have to pay it right away?
What the fuck? I gotta put it on layaway? They're movies. They're movies, man.
They take the cash right away. I mean, probably on these pre-orders.
I gotta pay interest.
Yeah,
I mean,
I got you. All right.
Look, what we're talking about. Look, we can't be one of those channels who doesn't address this. Yes, man, I'm picking it up. You guys should too. I mean, come on.
We hope to pick it up one day soon.
Human being like everyone else. What's the price at right now?
I don't know.
$250?
Maybe.
And I gotta get it shipped internationally.
It'll probably come in a regular box for us all in the U.S. $80.
80. I don't know. If we're lucky, it'll probably be like the Sean Connery set.
Maybe.
But
I'd like that.
Yeah, I can't justify the 250, man.
Yeah, I'm with you. I can't either.
I can't, dude. I can't justify Tombstone, and that's 60.
I'm not going to justify Tombstone.
Fluff. I want it. I need
fluff.
No. My money is not fluff.
My money is more important to me.
Fluff grows on trees. Money does not.
Well, I wanted to share this with you. I didn't know if you'd seen this, and I wanted to get maybe the pot stirring out there for people that already pre-ordered. Again, here's another nice thing.
The pot is stirred up. Look, you know what's funny? You know what I am gonna pick up is the blaxploitation one at 150. And you're probably
is that what it is?
Yeah, and you're probably looking at me like, and that's just right now without a sale. And you're looking at, well, why would you spend an extra $100 for that? Because I'm getting the same amount of movies, new features in a box, and all that. Like. At 150, I can justify that, so that's about 20 some bucks a movie. At 250, getting it shipped, I'm spending $50 essentially on Freddy's Dead.
I didn't mean to bring up a sore subject with this
and
Jack
I love
Shoulder
Freddy's
update.
Dead, but I mean, it's another example of where it's a bad movie, but it's an enjoyable movie that I love. But it's not a good movie, and that's not worth $50.
No, I need the Darabont update for 3. When's Frank Darabont going to give his update? What he's doing?
Well, you need not him. You need his boy Chuck Russell.
Yeah, both of them. I need them both back.
I don't think
talking.
Darabont ultimately did much on 3.
He did enough. He made it. He made it good. All right. Well, here's some news that I don't care too much about, but maybe I think we already know this, but this wasn't great. This updated artwork for Lethal Weapon. I think this was as like stupid as you could probably go.
It makes it look like a comedy.
It does.
This could be the cover for Loaded Weapon, National Lampoon's.
Yes, really dude, this is not it. I'm sorry.
And I know he does this in the movie.
He does it. Yes,
I know, but still,
he does the target shooting. It's funny. He does the smiley face, but this isn't the art. No, this isn't it. And then the opening is the explosion, like whatever. But this art is not great.
Dumb.
It's not good.
Even the explosion, like there's no other parts from this movie.
No.
They just get him and oh man.
No, it stinks. And this is the collector's edition, which I hope that this steel that's showing in there is not going to end up being that red one.
I hope it's not, but if it is, it will be hidden. And this is the one I ordered.
That's true.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we don't know yet
at this point.
Artwork subject to change. Don't know.
Like I said, I'm with you. I want different art. I don't want that ugly ass steel, but if it is, it will be snug in that box and I won't have to look at it.
And another WB, just quick WB Steelbook mention. At the birth of this channel, The Lord of the Rings came out in 4K in a box set, Steelbooks, in a set with all of it, in a big old bundle. Every which way you could slice it, you were getting The Lord of the Rings. But the only thing that you weren't getting were solo 4K Steelbooks, which now are being released. And we looked at these on Groove and somewhere else, but they now are selling these separately. And it's the same art as when it came from Best Buy. So if you're interested in these movies and you never got them, I just wanted to give a quick shout. These are obviously excellent films. We've talked about them ad nauseum. I'm not going to talk about it much more, but it is kind of cool that you can get them singly in steels if you didn't get the box earlier. However, why are you just buying one of them?
No,
why aren't you buying all 3 to begin with?
I was just about to say that. No, this is ideal for the fans like me. I absolutely hated Fellowship in Two Towers, but Return of the King was fantastic, dude. I love that goddamn movie. So I'll be buying that one, and these other 2 can go to hell.
You've never seen any of them. Wait, you saw like half of one.
Coming from you, our audience knows not to trust that. 2, I have seen the first 2, Matt. Actually, the one I was making the joke about is the one I didn't see.
That's right, because I showed you the first 2, and you didn't see the third. Okay, well, that's a little inside... inside, but I don't know. I just wanted to share that. That's interesting.
No,
but
that is cool.
Some other big Steelbook news coming from Paramount, however, is that Clueless. There's pre-orders out there for Clueless.
My 8th grade girlfriend is ecstatic right now, and I hope not sporadically.
It's teased currently for July 8th, Paramount, a 30th anniversary Steelbook only for now. I'm sure they'll probably do a regular too, since Paramount usually does both.
I'll spend $50 on a Steelbook for Clueless. I'm going to get it out the way right now.
This is what the 25th anniversary Steel looked like.
I own that.
So this is 30th anniversary, and Paramount might just do this again, but make it 4K. I don't know. I mean, maybe new art. It'd be cool if it was the original poster art, but get this. There's a pre-order for Target right now, $24.99.
Oh my God, I'm doing...
Suck it, Disney.
Yeah, Lindsay. Take 5.
I mean, seriously, that's what I'm talking about, $24.99. And they're not going to... And if they fluff me, awesome. If they don't, that's fine because the price makes sense. I'm not expecting Alicia Silverstone or Stacey Dash's crazy ass or obviously not Brittany Murphy. I'm not expecting anyone to come back. But if someone came back and fluffed a little, that's cool for $24.99.
I'm expecting Miss Geist.
I like Miss Geist.
Right,
Wallace
dude,
Shawn,
that
is he
was so
still alive?
sweet. That was so sweet. Look at their body language with their legs crossed towards each other. That's an unequivocal sign of romance.
Is Wallace Shawn still
Oh, I've
alive?
seen this movie way too many times. What?
Is Wallace Shawn still alive?
I hope so, man. I'm having dinner with
Andre?
Kirk Redgate said that the artwork for the 4K just got posted an hour ago.
Oh, Kurt Redgate with the hot scoop.
update.
Kurt Redgate.
Get on that Google, Matt.
Update.
Kirk, just tell us
Reporter
all.
on the field. Kirk, let us
Can
know,
we throw it?
where are
Can
you
we throw it,
coming in
Kurt?
from?
Kurt, zoom in quick. Does it look like this?
That storm looks terrible behind you. I hope you're safe, Kirk. But let us know, what does the Clueless artwork look like?
Let me see if I can find it. Kirk, just tell us. Is it this deal? This is live news right now.
Let me repeat, get to a safe environment. We want the coverage. We want you to stay safe.
Anyone
Anyone.
We're on
out there?
standby.
We're on standby. I might. There it is. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Is it not good?
Uh-oh.
I'm looking at it, you guys, and I'm not.
Matt, what is it? What is it?
I don't know, man. I don't know if I like that or not. This is a regular though. What I'm looking at is a regular. It's not a Steelbook. Let me go to the Steel. Let me see if they did that.
Oh, that's a regular.
I just saw a regular.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, what
I
should
don't
be the
particularly
regular?
like this Blu-ray one, this yellow.
Yeah, why'd they break up the
It looks.
title?
I don't
if they
like
didn't
that.
break up the title, it wouldn't look bad, but
I don't like how that looks. All right, let me see if I.
I'll say, if they didn't break up the title on that, it's on par with this other Steelbook. Just go with their original artwork. That poster is classic, in my opinion.
Brown Buddy just said breaking tariffs announced on Clueless Steelbook.
Breaking news.
Yeah, we should have made tariffs the word.
Let me see if I can find it really quick on just a. See, what is that? I don't even. Is this it? No.
We're derailing this whole live stream,
We are all for Clueless.
right?
I think it's important.
It's important breaking news. Okay, look, this is currently what is on Amazon, and this is it. This is what it looks like. This isn't the 4K, but this is what the art is. I can't pull it up on the thing, but that's it.
I just hate that they broke up the title. That bothers me. It's like Clueless.
Yeah, and instead of blue, right at the top, it just says 4K Ultra HD. But I'm not a fan of that. I don't think that looks great. I don't think that's a great picture of Alicia Silverstone.
When did she wear that outfit in the movie?
I know. I was thinking that to say. I was like, I don't remember that outfit in the movie at all. And I'm a big fashion guy, Matt.
I know you're
I feel
big
like
on
that's
fashion.
an important point, though. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
It is. This thing was a big deal. I told you, my my 8th grade girlfriend, man, she literally dressed up as Cher to like our dance we went to.
there's some features on here. I think they're all from before. Suck and Blow, a tutorial.
Hey, that's fucking canceled.
Are you guys doing that one?
Here's my Clueless Whatever edition right next to Russ's head on DVD. And this is the one that I've held on to. And again, this looks great.
I have that Steelbook. I should have brought it.
Come on now. This is great. And look, it's like a little shiny. You got the same features on here? Let me see. Yep, you got Driver's Ed, you got Suck and Blow tutorial, Fashion 101, Creative Writing Class of 95. I don't see that trivia game though. It says something Clue or False trivia game. I don't know. Riveting stuff. The crowd's probably going wild. Our audience is all left over this derailment of Clue.
Lindsay,
Or Clue.
No.
Of Clueless.
Well, hold on. Lindsay, I have a question for you.
What's
Whatever happened to that dude in this movie who played her stepbrother?
Whatever happened to that guy?
Yeah,
I thought you were
feel
gonna
like he like went
I thought you were
on
gonna
to
say
do-
the other guy. What was his name?
No, everyone else. I feel like that
Elliot,
guy
what was
just
his name?
disappeared.
What the
Elton.
Billie
Elton.
Holiday?
I wanted more from Elton's
Breckenmeyer?
career.
Oh wait, what are you?
No, he was cute. Elton, the guy that played Elton, I thought was adorable, and I don't remember seeing him in anything
Wasn't
after
he
that.
like a essayer in the movie?
Kurt Redgate.
Yeah, he was.
Kurt-
I guess I was drawn to
He
that.
was adorable.
Moving on.
I mean,
Kirk Redgate, the reporter in the field, thank you so much for that breaking news. Glad we could share that with the Clueless fans in our audience, which there are numerous.
Well, you know what's funny? We make that joke.
No.
I've never met a person who doesn't like Clueless.
there's nothing to not like.
Is there
about
anyone in
Clueless.
this crowd that
it's
doesn't?
a perfect movie. I will state that it is a perfect movie.
Perfect movie.
It is.
Stated.
I mean,
Fight me.
it had such a huge impact. Like, it's like undeniable how much impact this movie had.
Even if it didn't have an impact, just go watch the movie again, shot for shot. Think about the cast. Think about the music. Think about the direction. Think about the look, the location. There is nothing There's no flaw in this movie for what it is.
Should we review it when we get it home?
Why? I just said everything. It's perfect. That would be a boring ass review.
We got to do a deep dive.
Russ, what did you think about when she gets with her stepbrother? I think it's perfect.
What should happen in every movie? Dan
Yes.
Hedaya?
Yes. Actually, that's why I was mad at Can't Hardly Wait. There was no incest.
No incest.
Or, I don't know, like borderline suggestive incest. I don't know, with that creepy, I don't know.
It wasn't-
Basically, you can't hate Woody Allen and love Clueless at the same time.
Could they have written Paul Rudd's character so that he was not a former ex-family
Well,
member?
you know what's crazy about that, Matt? This is based on Jane Austen's Emma, and they follow it to the T. And it's like, if they changed that, they would have been changing Jane Austen.
So that's the literal thing from that
Yes,
book as well.
But think about it. Emma is a story that took place in the same century.
When that was normal.
So yes, that was commonplace back then. But in Clueless, even in 1995, it's actually kind of weird we all accepted it when we look at it.
Yeah.
Because we all did. I'm sure, Lindsay, did you have the same feeling I did? I watched it and I was like, hey, that's kind of weird. But I was like, for some reason, I'll go with it. Like, it just felt happy. I was like, I guess they end up together. They weren't, their parents weren't married too long and all that stuff. But it is odd.
Yeah,
I take it back. It's not a perfect movie.
I forgave it because I thought it seemed like they didn't like grow up together.
Just like Woody Allen, right? Hey.
I feel like I'm misrepresenting myself a lot tonight. Hey, Red Monkey, though, he said that the Clueless 4K Steelbook art is the same as the yellow Blu-ray Steelbook that we showed.
Okay.
And it's getting recycled and has been confirmed.
All right, I'll take it.
At least that's an outfit she wore. I mean, I feel like that other cover, it just doesn't make any sense.
I like this more. I like that they kept the title together.
And I'm not somebody who's trying to like fat shame or anything. She looked big on that other cover.
I think it's wide. I think it's stretched.
They stretched her
It's
out.
weird and stretched.
Yeah.
It's not a good look. None of the whole thing doesn't look good.
Well, that sucks. I already have this Steelbook, but for $24, I'm down for the transfer alone.
Disc upgrade program.
It's a classic.
It is. So that's all the Steelbook news. I only got basically like one thing left. And then if the crowd is interested, I did get the audio working on those William Friedkin clips I promised last week.
You promised yourself. We all moved on. We have YouTube, dude. We just looked it up and watched it on our own, man. But Daddy, if you want us to placate your ego, we'll sit through it with you.
Time marches on. We'll see if there's time to placate my ego.
Got any choices yours questions for me?
No. Next up, Umbrella Entertainment. They put a wild slate out. And this one that I want to look at, I'm not even myself interested in picking up, but I think it's really cool. And I wanted to share it with you at home and you as well, Russ.
Okay.
I'm going to butcher this guy's name. Michael Haneke. Meineke. Umbrella Entertainment is putting out a box set of his film career, essentially. And I think it looks incredible, minus one or two things that could be deal breakers for people. I'm not sure. I'm not picking this up anyway, but I just thought for what I usually see Umbrella put out, which they do great work, this itself just looks really, really nice. Collector's edition bundle, rigid outer box with a disc wallet that slides inside. Now, I'm assuming that means maybe they kind of like pull out of like a side thing, maybe, which is like the one nitpick.
Maybe it's an actual bad motherfucker.
Maybe. Who knows? Michael Haneke book, a canvas poster, and 15 movies. 15 of his movies, dude.
God, this is going to be $3,000.
I think it's like, I think it is 3 something, maybe 300. Now, just to preface this, I've seen 2 of this man's films, but I've wanted to see many others. And if there's anyone out there that is a big fan of his, I'm taking like recommendations. I have this on DVD and I've been waiting for this to come out in 4K, which is Funny Games right next to Russ's head. This is my DVD of Funny Games, which is the US version. It doesn't have Naomi on the cover like I believe it should. However, I've seen both and I like the Meineke version. Based on that, I also watched this film Cache, which means hidden.
You are not a Tanaka.
And both of these films I thought were excellent. Now, that's not enough to buy a whole 15 film box set, but I thought that was really cool that they were releasing this. I was wondering when more of his films were going to be released in 4K. I think one of his films, didn't it win an Academy Award, Amour? Or was it nominated? It was like two older, like a man and a woman. She's like slowly dying and he's like taking care of her. It's like really, really sad. You know what I'm talking
about? No. I know the title.
Okay.
I did not, I haven't followed Meineke.
You haven't followed Mr. Meineke? Meineke Man?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Michelin Man, dude. I follow the Michelin Man, but I never watched Meineke's films.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I saw this and I was like, wow, this just looks like a really cool collection. For the director, I know he's, you know, very, a lot of people are fans of his work. I'm specifically like some of his films. I'm curious if there's anything else out there that I would also like. Like I said, give me a recommendation. I'd love to know, but I wouldn't mind a couple solo 4Ks personally. And these are all Blu-rays too, by the way, which I have seen as the biggest attractor for this set. They haven't really said, you know, are these remasters? What are they? Or are they just kind of all gathered up?
It is a beautiful looking set.
Yeah, it looks,
no doubt about it.
Definitely.
I swear, Umbrella, Australia, can we steal them?
I wish.
Can we bring them to the U.S.? I'm sorry. Look, the U.S., we're struggling right now. Give us an umbrella.
Other than Arrow.
Give us an umbrella to bear this storm.
To bear this storm. I mean, other than Arrow that does some U.S. for us, there really isn't any companies in the U.S. that do, I mean, Vinegar Syndrome, but like that do something like this.
What do you mean? Like
big exclusive box set collections. Most of it I feel like we have to import.
Ooh, that's true. Yeah, you ever notice when you look in the foreign market to the United States, there is a lot of like actor sets I've seen. It'll be like, here's the Christian Bale set.
Yep.
It's like, wow, you never get that in America. That never took off in any physical media format here. You'd see it sometimes, but it wasn't really a staple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just wanted to share that. Wanted to share that with you. And then lastly,
hey, Matt, what if they do one of these for Tarantino?
If it was Blu-ray, I'd be pissed.
That would be the ultimate irony and so hysterical about this debate. If it does happen one day, but it's like DVD.
For what the core physical media audience that only buys DVDs, which is still the bigger market. Dogma 4K. It's been teased for a long time.
That's a big wait.
So it got officially announced that it is going to be coming out, but this is the most recent news for it is that they're putting it out in theaters with its new 4K restoration, which means the release will be shortly coming after this.
No, I am completely confused by this.
Okay.
What are you talking about? Do you know the story of this? First off, Dogma, if you go to try and buy Dogma, like the DVD and all that, it's a sought after DVD.
Yes.
But do you understand why? Kevin Smith talked about this. Harvey Weinstein owns it. And not only does he own it, he's basically held on to Dogma specifically as leverage for like his situation to have some kind of clout, like Dogma specifically. Kevin Smith said, I will never do anything with Dogma. His name's on it. He can have it. Like, it's gone forever. What's happening here? Does anyone who's watching know what I'm talking about? Kevin Smith went on this whole thing about this, about how like, it's.
See if I can find.
I'm wiping my hands of it.
Yeah,
what happened?
I'm trying to see. I know there's already
Weinstein getting paid off this.
Maybe.
Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like what happened here? Because I swear to God, that from Kevin Smith's mouth, that's what he said when all that stuff started going down. He was like, I don't own anything with Dogma. Hold on to your DVDs. It's Weinstein. He's holding it ransom. What happened?
I don't know. I'm trying to see the news. I know I read news that it said it's coming out.
I'm sure it is. I just, I want to know the backstory here. How did this come to be?
It says, so if you haven't heard already, this is on the Arrow Reddit. So if you haven't heard already, Kevin Smith and an undisclosed organization have made an offer to Harvey Weinstein's lawyer to obtain the rights to Dogma, and he accepted.
So he did. Kevin Smith got it back then.
Yep.
I swear to God, I was like, am I going crazy? I watched Kevin Smith go on about this. How like, nope. I mean, that's cool. He got it back.
Yep.
But I mean, I guess technically he just gave Harvey Weinstein a bunch of money
to get it. Yeah. So now it looks like they're going to put it out in the theater first, and then we'll get it at home. Are you excited for that?
Well, we'll definitely get a 4K if they're doing this theatrical release.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of this movie.
I like it.
And it's crazy. It's got like two of my heroes in it, and
it's stacked cast for sure,
dude. And at that time,
the cast is stacked.
At that time, I loved Clerks. I love Clerks. I love Mallrats. I love Chasing Amy. I didn't love Dogma.
I liked it.
Dude, you want to on it? I didn't get it.
All right.
Could someone explain to me the ending of Dogma? Like, Can someone explain to me what the overall thesis of the film was? Like, I honestly, and I've watched it more than once, I've always been confused about what is the point.
The point of the movie.
I just don't get it. I'd have to watch it again. It's been like 20 years, but I promise you, I saw it more than once, and both times I was like, I really don't understand what, and it feels like it's trying to tell me a message, and I swear to God, I cannot decipher it for the life of me.
I think a lot of the messages come from Chris Rock. I think because he's like the apostle or something.
I thought they came from the shit monster.
And as she's going along with her on her journey, he's telling her certain things about religion and so forth, which I believe that's where a lot of the messages come from. But the movie itself
like the
is
end,
like
everything. I didn't get the ending. I didn't understand anything. And like,
how Alanis Morissette's God.
I mean, I get it as a joke, but I don't know. Even like what is it, Bartleby? What Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are doing at that? Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm gonna rewatch it.
We got to.
Yeah. We'll review this one.
I'll pick it up.
And let me tell you this though, like, dude, I will always be a Kevin Smith supporter ultimately.
Yep.
And there are parts in the movie. There was that one scene with Affleck and Damon when they go in the boardroom. You remember that part?
Oh yeah.
That shit's badass.
Yeah.
I love that scene.
Yeah.
There are moments I laugh in this movie, but for me, this was the letdown moment. This was like when I saw Dogma, I had loved everything he did prior.
Yeah.
This was oh man, I feel like this didn't like, I don't know. It was just, I didn't get it.
What about a Jay and Silent Bob 4K?
Cool.
Didn't get that one either.
It exists.
No, I'm just saying, would you get that? Did you like that movie?
Oh, I like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I like it more than Dogma, but it doesn't really register as a movie.
I know it's just
a series of here's all these characters you saw for years. Here's some sketches loosely connected. I mean, it's fun.
It's funny.
Oh, it was fun as hell in the theater.
Yeah, it was funny.
I saw that with a bunch of people that were all, keyed in the View Askew universe, and everyone was like singing along in the beginning when it showed like the babies of Jay and Silent Bob, and then smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beer. Like the whole damn theater was singing along with it.
Well,
yeah, but like I said, it didn't really. And dude, look at anything he did after Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
That's where I think I stopped. Also,
hit or miss, man. Hit or miss. Well,
let's see what everybody at home thinks about that and other things as we close out for the evening. Because Russ, I got nothing else. You got anything to share with the people at home? Let's take a look at the crowd. Let's see what let's go back up to like Clueless time. Let's see what they had to say about Clueless.
Let's go back to 1995.
Clueless, a smart comedy, says Tristan Cawley.
Is that on the cover?
I wish.
A smart comedy.
Smart
Tristan
comedy. Granular Spirit. My favorite Clueless quote is, "Suit me up, Uncle Alfred." Movies with Marco. When Clueless came out, I was in elementary school, and the playground changed overnight. Clothing styles, the way people talked, the way girls acted, everything.
Yeah, Marco. Well, around our way, and we're around the same age. Not everything changed. Girls,
Yeah.
All girls changed.
We all morphed.
Oh
quickly.
God, we were in middle school, and I'm not kidding. Yes, it was like
Those high socks started showing up.
Oh yes,
Flat skirts started showing up.
For anyone who wasn't alive at that time, that was impactful. As Lindsay said earlier, it really was.
Lindsay, what did you want the most out of Clueless?
I wanted that closet technology like yesterday. So
You
bad.
can pick your outfit on a computer screen, like cycles it around.
Well, it's funny.
I always wanted that so
Lindsay
bad.
pointed out my thing for parents. I wanted Dan Hedaya.
I just wanted Dan Hedaya to be my dad.
I just wanted him.
I just wanted him. Let's see. Who else is out there tonight? None of your business. It was weird. The dad seemed like he was rooting for them to get together.
Yeah, he was.
Which was even weirder.
Why was he doing that?
Hey, it's me in HD.
I have to reconsider this whole perfect thing.
The White Ribbon is a good film. I wanted to see The White Ribbon also. That's another Haneke film. I wanted to see that. All the Haneke films I've seen are excellent. His films are intelligent and challenging. All right. I would agree with both of the films I saw. Russ, there's a British comedy horror on Umbrella called Severance. Knowing your taste, I think you'll like it.
Is that a film?
It is a movie.
I'm thinking of that TV show.
Yeah, no, it is.
I saw that. Okay. And I know that's not British, but...
On a fluff rating from 1 to 10, what do you give Haneke, Matt?
Yeah.
A fluff rating of 1 to 10.
Why'd you look at me? He asked you.
I'm gonna give based on what I know, based on what I've seen, I'm gonna give Haneke an 8 fluffs out of 10.
Based on 2 movies?
2 movies.
That's a lot of fluffs.
I mean, I've only seen these 2. The more that you include, maybe the fluff rating goes down. But those 2, solid.
Who is the fluffiest director in your opinion?
The
Who has the fluffiest filmography?
The fluffiest filmography. Blu-ray is $100 on the low end. Dogma.
Kanye West sampled one of the greatest lines from Dogma.
I know. It's.
What did he sample?
We'll have to play it later. It's probably get taken off the YouTube algorithm for saying it out loud. Well, it's, the one part's like, I fell in love with you. He fell in love with you. And that's how the song starts.
So you know what's crazy? Even that right there just proves it. I don't know what you're talking about, but if you said anything random from Clerks or Mallrats,
you would know it right away.
I'll follow it right back up. Yeah, like...
Kirk Redgate, I heard Kevin Smith say on a stream a while back he was looking into getting the rights back. Looks like he succeeded. Brent Madison, Kevin Smith got the rights back. There you go. Weinstein needs money. Kevin wants his movie. There we go. Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy are my top 3.
Who said that?
Kirk Redgate.
Clerks, Chasing Amy, and I'm sorry.
Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy.
Same. In that order.
Mm-hmm. Hates me in HD. Russ doesn't like Dogma. Boo this man. Boo. But oh my God, I watched this and also didn't get it. Brown Bunny.
I know. Brown Bunny. I think Brown Bunny is the type of person from their comments who does understand what I'm saying. It's like, I felt like it was all over the place. I felt like it was trying to tell me a message about religion, but I swear to God, I don't know what it was.
Don't know?
I don't know. And I know Kevin Smith is a Catholic. It seemed like it was ribbing Catholics, but then telling me Catholicism is good and real. Like, I didn't know what the hell this movie was trying to tell me.
The way Kevin Smith stood with the religious protesters outside, pretending to be one of them when the film was released was hilarious. He was even on live news with them. Charlie 85.
That was great. And dude, I don't hate it. If you put on Dogma right, I'd give it another chance. So it's not and I said, I'll defend Kevin Smith till the day I die. I know he's made some terrible movies, but he's done enough to where, just in the film world, he's done enough. He gets his lifetime pass for me. Clerks was that big when I was 12 and saw Clerks, man. It was special. And
I know you're going to say who needs it or why would we even have that, but when is that day that Clerks is going to come out in 4K? You know it's on someone's radar for money. You know it is. Come on.
I get it. It's completely pointless.
Yes.
I'd support it.
Yeah. The hell? She
had 4 movies in Clueless.
Can you name them?
In 1995.
Name all 4.
One was The Babysitter. Batman and Robin. I'm trying to think. The Crush was 1993, I believe, or 92. I believe there was a movie called The Babysitter in 95. That movie's terrible.
Yes, not good.
You've seen that?
I did see it.
How the hell did you see that? I wasn't even a theater. I saw it on like...
I don't want to say why I watched it.
You had a big thing for... Dude, that 8th grade girlfriend I was talking about, she kind of looked like her.
I don't want to say why. I almost said it. I don't want to say why I watched it. Do you remember that movie, The Babysitter?
No.
Okay, well,
why? What else was in it?
Well, there's some like who's the dad character?
I don't know. I don't remember.
There's like
I remember there was a dude from Dazed and Confused, I believe, in it. My man, what wasn't Jeremy London or Jason London or something?
There might have been there might have been some sexual innuendos. It might have been a little bit like harder than Clueless, you know, like where she wasn't being like cute and ditzy and whatever else. It was like she was trying to be. I don't even know that she was. It's hard to remember if she was trying to be sexy or they were just perceiving her as that because they wanted to bang.
Yeah, no, I didn't get any sex appeal from that movie, and I saw it in the past like 10 years.
I need someone to correct me on that.
But The Crush was doing that. The Crush was making her sexual.
Yeah, and I think I might have been watching it to try to see if that's what was going to go on. Kind of a thing.
Yeah, we were young.
Like late at night.
You couldn't search it on the internet. You saw that in a video store. You're like, damn, I want Cher. Let me see if I can get more of Cher.
It was on Prism, channel 45.
Around those 40.
Nice.
Encore 15, HBO 14.
HBO 14, baby. HBO 14 and Encore 15. You'd like go past HBO and be like, what's this boring ass shit? Encore. Back to HBO.
I own the Clerks 3 4K Steelbook. I do as well, and I've defended Clerks 3.
Does Alicia Silverstone get naked in The Babysitter? I need someone to tell me. Jesus I feel like that's why I watched it, but I don't remember.
You know, she like chews up the food for her babies and spits it back in their mouth.
And that's real life, or
yeah,
The Babysitter?
No, really. Lindsay knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that was news not that long ago. I was like, that's pretty weird.
She's clueless.
How
baby can chew.
How old are her Babies?
27
Nice.
and 43.
Very nice. Still chewing it up. Still spitting it in.
Oh, True Crime, the one with Lesser Dylan. Yeah. Oh no, not Matt. No, it ain't Matt. Was it? I always thought it was Lesser Dylan. John Densmore in The Doors, not Val Kilmer's Jim Morrison. Wasn't it Kevin Dillon in True Crime?
There we go. Kirk Redgate. She's covered with bubbles in the bathtub. I think that's probably what I was like, oh man, what's going to happen here?
Nah.
Oh wow, she's in the tub. What's this going to be?
Most beautiful actress in a bubble bathtub would be Jennifer Tilly in Bride of Chucky. Easily.
JT Walsh is the ultimate creep dad and the babysitter. I knew it. I knew there was like some creep element where, what's the one? Isn't there one with her and Carrie Elways?
The Crush. I said that. Like
That's the Crush.
times.
Okay. You said his name.
Jennifer Rubin.
You said
my
his name.
Girl. Who?
You said Carrie Elways' name.
No, I didn't say
Okay.
Carrie
All right.
Elways.
Sorry. All right.
No.
I just want to make sure I was listening to you. I just didn't know that was the movie he was in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do we want to see on 4K for the next stream? Says Vincent Doyle. Well, whatever happens 5 seconds after this is over, probably be like the most biggest announcement anyone's ever seen, and we'll have to wait 2 weeks to talk about it. It's usually what goes on.
Yeah, it'll be like Gone with the Wind or something. It'll be some massive blockbuster.
All the Nightmare on Elm Street
classic.
stuff will be revealed.
Yeah, they'll probably at my doorstep right now when I leave.
It has been fun. It's time to wrap up. It's time to say goodbye until next stream. Appreciate everyone out there.
Yeah. It's
Don't-
always the hardest part of the show, but all good things must come to an end.
Next to the intro, the hardest part is saying goodbye.
It is, man. We hate to say goodbye, but we love watching you go.
Austin, Texan, if you're still out there, we will reach out to you or you reach out to us at our email. We'll comment back onto your comment and see if we can't get you something nice. The word of the day. What was it, Russ?
Fluffy.
Fluff. The word of the night's fluff. So for everyone that goes out into our comment section and uses the word fluff in a fun, exciting, risque kind of way,
Controversial.
as much as you can,
I want you to get canceled for using the word fluff.
our favorite will also get a giveaway from tonight's show, which is to be determined, but we do have some good stuff to give away
A Sean John t-shirt.
while they're still available. Thank you, everyone. Again, good night. We love you. Lindsay, the producer, thank you for everything.
Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. It
Go
was
fluff
fun,
yourselves.
as
I
always.
agree. We'll see
Until
you all
next
soon.
time.
We got new shorts coming out. We got the best 4K transfers of all time, Volume 2 coming out. We got the State of Physical Media in 2025 coming out, and other big videos.
Yeah, man. A lot of big stuff going on.
A lot of big stuff, so I
Big.
guess a lot of big stuff, so I guess we will kick the outro. Lindsay, do you have any final words?
No, just thanks for being here. Everyone that was in the chat, it was a fun time, as always.
It was a
Thank
fun
you,
time.
everyone.
4K Fluff Kings.
I love you all.
We love you guys.
Brown Bunny, love you, Kings, and Lindsay, the producer. Thank you. It's been a lovely night, Russ. I hope to see you in good spirits and good health next time. Or not.
What the fuck are you doing?